So, for the recap, our group of adventurers have been gathered into Restport to find Ed, the last member of their party before setting sail to Fort Thunder. But when they entered Restport, they found that the town is in complete and utter disarray. With a recent murder and destruction of a holy temple, the party had decided to meet with Master Sarah Orizon at the night to discuss what information she might know, as she explained that she has an idea of what's going on. But when the party traveled with her to a site where the 13 mysterious obelisks were gently floating that switched schools of magic every hour, party noticed her shadow begin to change and take over. And before she could even say a word, the party immediately sprung to action and attacked. Master Orizon had laid out a trap, and two men each carrying what Ed said are boomsticks that had fired this alien technology that you all have never seen before. But you were able to defeat her and the men, capturing one of them and Orizon. However, the victory was short-lived, as the shadowy form took place in Master Orizon's cape, and they fought some sort of fleshy mass behind a cloak. The creature had let out a roar of damnation, causing those who suffered it to feel as though something dark had awoken inside of them. The creature had taken Orizon, who then vanished into the cloak and hasn't been seen since. They were able to defeat the creature, but were left confused at what exactly happened. In search of finding clues or anything to help them out, they found a letter that was addressed to her by Queen Vuma Lacuna, who had addressed a successful job to Sarah before assigning to ensure no one knew what was going on within the town. As they continued the investigation, Azir had a plan to try and figure out what the obelisks are, and decided to use transmutation magic on it before disappearing and returning 5 minutes later without any idea what just happened. Yengvar then discussed that what the darkness that had been awakened is a form of corruption of the soul that turns people evil and could possibly kill you if left untreated. He suggested that the best course of action was to follow the pantheon of Akavumeru and complete the 5 trials in which they will be both freed from the infliction and after death will be welcomed within the heavens. Gar, on the other hand, suggested that the party should cut a deal with Pazrael, the giver of gifts, and by offering something he could help free you from damnation. However, you know a saying in the world as the following: beware the giver of gifts, for his gifts could help you or destroy you. Which left you all more or less thinking of what the right course of action should be. When you got back with the prisoner to Captain Gold, he offered the party some much needed food and even offered some rooms of his own for you all to stay. The party decided to split into 2 different groups. One would interrogate the prisoner, and one would investigate the magic institution, but more so Master Orizon's room. The party had one half of the party went into the room and discovered that it had been cleared out and nothing remained but her desk and bed. They had found a secret compartment in the desk where they had discovered an organization called the Children of Chaos that had documents and research papers on a device known as the Chaos Engine that allowed time travel. But that wasn't the only thing they found. They discovered several other letters that described bringing back the Age of Chaos and the second coming of the Queen of Chaos, where they planned on using the Chaos Engine to bring the Queen of Chaos back into this realm. They discovered as well that Master Orizon was trying to figure out if the obelisks could open portals to different worlds, timelines, universes, or planes of existence, but didn't quite get far within that research. The other half of the party got answers from the prisoner, who was known as Ron, who remained quiet and didn't speak a single word, but had written various different things on pieces of paper that had left the party more confused and let them ask in more questions of various different subjects that they asked for. And now, you're all waking up on the next day. What is it you all want to do?
I'm going to immediately are we is there like a window in like a place at all? Because I'm gonna
In your room, yes, there is.
I'm gonna open the window and I'm gonna let Zay out, and I'm just gonna have a quick look around after last night with saying that we're always being watched. See if we can if I can notice anything at all in the town.
Go make perception.
Okay.
The first thing you notice though when you open the windows is that there is a thick fog outside. For this day, you can only see 60 feet in front of you.
Oh my god. Well, that's a 9, so I ain't seeing shit in this fog.
Yeah, you don't see shit. In fact, it's really hard for you to even scan out the city. It's just the village. It's just that thick.
So are we all sleeping in the same room, or?
You guys have are in various different rooms. Some people are sharing, like Yenvar and his daughter are sharing rooms, but other than that, you guys have your own rooms to do whatever.
Right. So yeah, I wake up just like I am physically shaking for a bit, looking around. Bit paranoid. Is there anything in my room right now besides myself?
Make a perception.
Perception. There it is.
Nah, you don't notice anything. It's just you in this room by yourself.
All right. Just a bad dream. That's all. Just a bad dream.
I'm gonna proceed to knock on his room.
Yes. Hello.
It's me, Zay. You up?
Yeah. Give me a moment. I begin to get dressed and unlock the door. Come on in.
I'm gonna proceed just to open the door, just seeing it. So, I always could say, where's Ron at the moment? Is he just in your room, or is he
Ron, you guys left downstairs. Captain Gold was watching over him.
So, what do you think? What's the plan for today?
Well, I would like to check out this obelisk again. Something's been on my mind since last night. I want to confirm.
Well, let's hope that isn't the same thing that happened to me. I mean, hey, I teleported last time, and to be fair, I don't want to try that again.
Well, it's a bit risky, but if this obelisk has something to do with it, we can't exactly ignore this.
As I'm just grasping my necklace, just going just rubbing a bit, just nervous to kind of say something. Anyway, I'm gonna go knock on the other guys' doors, try and get them together. Shall we all meet back here and discuss the next plan of action?
Before that happens, can I do something?
Yeah, go for it.
I will run to. Well, I will give. I will just give Valencia a thumbs up and tell her to stay here for a second, and I will go to Song's room and knock on his door.
I would get up and get dressed in my bard gear. Come in.
I'll just stand in the doorway without opening the door and say, Song, there's something important I need to tell you. Report to my chambers immediately. And I walk away.
Okay. Haven't exactly had a proposition like that before. But regardless, I go into his room.
Okay.
We are going to make love now.
As he comes in, I quickly usher him in and close the door, make sure it's locked. And then I turn around and face him.
Oh, I think
Is
I might
Valencia
not be
still in
too
here?
wrong.
Yeah, she's sitting on the bed.
And I reach up to my helmet and say, I have a secret that I'm going to tell you, but you must promise to never speak of it again.
You have my word as an Asama.
Don't know what that is, but hopefully it's good. I will lift up my helmet.
As you can see that when he lifts up his helmet, nothing but a white fog starts to erupt from the armor itself.
By the gods, you weren't kidding!
Then I'll slowly put my helmet back on, make sure it's snug.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Are you really just armor with a soul? Hopefully with a soul.
I can manifest appendages sometimes, depending on the needs, such as my ability to, in case my gauntlets were to be chopped off, for example, manifest a physical hand. But I am an incorporeal being.
Fascinating. How exactly, may I ask? Like,
How are
what-
you an Aasimar? I don't know.
Like, what exactly are you?
A living suit
very-
of armor.
Interesting.
You can hear
Although why...
start to giggle a little.
You knew all along, didn't you, little one?
She gives you a nod.
Ha! Shetty.
I just kind of slap him on the shoulder. It's rather hard, since you're a tiny person and I'm strong. But, I'm like, alright, we've got work to do, so let's get back out there.
Yes, of course. This was very fascinating.
And
Although
remember,
I do ask, why show me? Just because I was curious?
I suppose, because you were bothering me about it yesterday.
I didn't mean to bother you so much that you would actually do it if you wanted to keep it secret. But thank you. Your secret is
Now
safe
you
with
just
me.
know that if you say something about it, I'll kill you. I'm just kidding. I'm a paladin of justice. I couldn't kill you for no reason.
Plot twist is actually Paladin of Vengeance.
Remember, you can't tell.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I will trust you, as you've trusted me. Well, let's go see the others then.
As they're talking, can I look outside and can I tell this fog's magical by nature?
Make Arcana. But Azir, you first room you would knock to is Bar's room.
Okay.
Just a question. Azir, you're coming. You went straight to what's his name? Gar's room, right? First.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bar would have been up not bright and early and gone downstairs straight away. So you'd knock, the door would just be open, and everything inside would be pristine, cleaned away.
Mm.
I'm actually gonna just go downstairs, see if anyone else is up at the moment, and
Yeah.
I guess I'll just peek down and just see
You can see that
Bar will wave at you.
Bar is sitting there, and Captain Gold as well is sitting down, still looking at the captive Ron, with a letter in his hand that he seems to sort of give a worry look at.
Just for my sake, what kind of place are we in at the moment? Are we in a residence or are we in an inn?
It's sort of like a butchery combination of a butchery and guardhouse.
Okay.
So the rooms that you guys stayed in would have been barrack rooms.
And is there
But the other guards are out on duty for the night.
is there a meal service or is it just
Captain Gold would be providing you meals
okay?
because he's the town butcher as well.
I remember that much. Yeah.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Bar. How's everything going?
Good evening or morning, whatever. Distinct
Bring down
lack
the
of
others.
individuals at the moment. Yes, I've been sat here a while now, getting rather bored.
Very true. Although I am curious, you're a butcher as well, Captain.
He stares at you. Why, yes.
Do you
I
have
am.
any cooking utensils nearby? I kind of want to make everyone some breakfast. Get things right and started this morning.
You can see that he doesn't really give a smile, but he nods to a room, and nods and points to a room. You'll find a kitchen in there, and still goes back to reading the letter.
I'll start heading.
And
down
Bard, because
myself.
you've been sitting there with him for a while, you would notice that he's been reading that for quite a while.
I would try and make conversation about it. Well, I guess, yeah, I'd be like, well, what's with the long face?
Well, here, I'll show you. If you go under clues, the Resport clues, you'll find a message from Ron.
Alright.
From who?
Ronald Weasley.
So what is everyone else going to do for now? I know.
I was heading downstairs.
All right, you're heading downstairs, and I'm pretty sure everyone else is heading downstairs as well
Yeah.
from their conversations. Yep. Okay. As you can see, Bar is reading a letter right now.
What is that, a love letter?
Shh!
I'm actually gonna just like proceed to the kitchen then, and so you got is it just like a bunch of like meats and sausages?
Yeah,
and everything,
yeah,
or
just
does
a bunch of things that you could make out of.
it's like Azir just kind of like cracks his fingers a little bit and just kind of like looks around the table for the knives and everything, and he's like, "Oh, let's see if the old skills are still as good as ever." And I'm just gonna proceed back in and saying, "So, how does everyone like their meat?"
Medium well.
Medium well.
Cooked.
Cooked. Got it.
Like,
Very specific.
And Gold doesn't respond. He just sits.
I'm trying to. You can see guards more interested in the letter, trying to like read over his shoulder.
Okay, medium well, and a couple are cooked. Is Valencia and Ingvar downstairs as well?
Yep.
Like that. And what about you two? What do you want?
And I'll just look towards Valencia, be like, order whatever you want.
Can I have one of everything, please?
Coming right up. Would I have to roll anything to make this not poison?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Murder you.
Trust me, I'm a gourmand. It's fine.
roll
But
me,
Okay.
roll me a d20. You have advantage on this.
oh, thank God.
Both for nat ones.
Someone's getting like just not a cooked.
And I need another d20. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What you cook is a fantastic breakfast meal that's more so suited for dinner, but still, nevertheless, looks quite delicious.
I'm gonna proceed to like pass like everyone just down, and also as well like just some kind of like glasses of water.
So you
I
go
know.
to share that letter
This
or
looks
not?
very good.
Kind of hard to try to read from over your shoulder. Guard says nonchalantly. You can see he's hovering over you, trying to get a good read still.
And then Captain Gold looks at Bar. You see why I'm a little hesitant now for today.
Yes, this is very troubling.
What is it? Can you tell us?
Well, sure, I have the letter, but essentially, some sort of organization called the Children of Chaos, the infiltrated Master Arzen, and that is why we were ambushed. The obelisks have some sort of significance. Yeah, and I'll just pass the letter to them.
Yeah. And to give you a picture of who he is, that's the prisoner you all captured. So,
That's a banging mustache and beard.
Yeah.
he's still entangled.
I'll just reach down and grab some meats and like put it up to the slit in my visor, and it just disappears into it.
Okay.
Azir's just gonna look at that and he's like, "Wait, what?" What?
Huh.
It's
That's-
best not to
that's-
question. Just let it happen.
He shrugs. He's like, I guess everyone has their own ways of eating.
Honestly, I've seen worse.
Well, let's just imagine it's like he puts through his visor and you just hear like a wood chipper sound just going through it as it just devours.
Just look. I'll just turn my head towards you, Azir, and put a finger over where my mouth would be, like shh.
Would I notice what he's trying to insinuate with that?
You have no idea. Also, I don't know if you all have seen the letter, but
Yeah,
I'm reading it
I'm
right
reading
now.
it.
Quiet.
just want to make sure.
Where can we find this blue elf? Like for studying purposes.
We
I'm
would need
kidding.
to oh,
No, I would not say. I would not say
Okay.
that in character.
you
in
made,
front of the
you made it
captain.
sound like it. You made it sound like that.
I will do my better British, softer voice then.
I'll go over to the sort of kitchen where Azir is frying up. I'll just poke my head in. It's like, Azir,
Ah, brother, what can I do for you? He's
you're
just like washing plates.
you're into this whole community thing. Have you ever heard of a community of Green Dragonborn specifically?
Apart from, you know, the corrupted, that's the
I
biggest clan
don't
that I
even know what that is, but was it a nice place there? Was it a happy trees kind of thing?
I know so little of what they originally were, apart from everything that the villagers in Vale used to tell me about them.
So it's kind of a history thing.
All I knew from what I've been told from the stories is that they used to come down from the mountains and attack any of all farmlands as possible. And the main reason why they got the name corrupted was because of what they did to the lands afterwards, as they were just, you couldn't cultivate them anymore. Lands destroyed, cattle taken, lives killed.
Obviously, we were infected with something last night during the battle. That echo still rings in my ears. Do you have any odd visions after that? Purely circumstantial and...
Gar kind of, after reading that, here's the last bit. You said something about vision?
He's there too in the other room.
Oh. Sorry. Then...
And like hearing that, I'm gonna take my necklace off, and I'm gonna just hand it to Bar, and he's saying, "Do you know what this is at all?" And you see like a silver necklace with a black dragon head on it. Have you
DM,
ever seen?
do I know that?
Say it again, please. Sorry, my brother was talking to me.
A silver pendant with a black dragon head on it.
Go ahead and roll religion.
Religion.
Would it be religion or arcana to see if anything would recognize this red stone they're talking about?
Give me 1 second. Make either can work for that one. And I'm gonna send you a PM bar of this person.
Who?
Sorry, bar. And then for you.
I...
Call
You
me
know what?
B
I'm
Dizzle.
using Tide Chaos on this.
Okay. This is what the symbol represents. That person.
Would I recognize it as neutral or?
This person would align to neutral.
Okay. I'll nod. Yes, I know this face.
A friend gave it to me a while ago, and I've just been wondering for a while what it really means.
You have no idea.
It all hit me. Remember when I stormed out after last night?
Bar totally does. I totally don't.
He stormed out last night because of some during the question and answering sequence of talking with Ron. He got an answer that made him storm out.
Okay. Yes, I remember it, this young antagonizer here.
And I'm just gonna say, like, draconic and that fucking piece of shit toying with me. When I left, I suddenly had visions of an old friend that I knew long ago. And when I came to, again, it felt like an instant, like it was nothing, just like at the pillars. I had this necklace.
It just appeared on you.
I don't remember ever having it.
And you know nothing of it? Its significance?
No, not at all.
And the word Eshradal means nothing.
Ishodo.
As it kind of
Ishodo.
clenches a little bit.
That is what this is reminding me of.
Just, who is Eshido?
Well, you're kind of in good hands if it is that. It's kind of a, don't fuck up kind of situation. You're in the hands of an agent of progression rather than good or bad.
And with that, I'm actually going to tell him what actually went down that night. I'm going to tell him about my meeting with him.
Alright.
So,
If you want to go ahead and tell him what you want to tell him.
right during that moment, I did meet him. It was a vision, and he appeared to me as a black dragonborn in a suit. And he only asked one thing of me. He wanted to be my friend.
Wow. Pretty sweet deal, if you ask me.
It's not that... He showed me a lot of things. He showed me a world with my sight. He showed me people I really cared about. He showed me things that hurt. I'm just scared to leave everything to a god. I'm terrified.
As far as I'm aware, this creature that you met doesn't control those things. Those things happen around, and he only observes them, or she observes them.
But why me?
Oh, dude, no fucking idea.
That's the most honest to the heart answer I could ever get. Dude, I don't fucking know.
I mean, faith is a
Some magic and shit.
It's a whole big thing, and personally, I know the gods exists, but I like to believe that what happens, happens, and those that we lose, we don't lose for a reason. We lose for chance. We lose for a system that's unfair and broken. If you want to see more meaning in it, that's totally up to you, and that's something I can't interject with. But personally, I can't see any harm from this individual if they truly are what they say they are, and not corrupted by object or sympathy and other influential factors. If it's a truly objective entity, then I think you're pretty safe.
Azir just takes like a deep breath kind of like in relief a little bit, just to hear that. He's like,
But then again, you know, I could be wrong, and I'm, you know, just putting it out there.
no, just hearing like your opinion on it has helped me deeply, brother. Thank you.
Well, if you need to talk to me, you know, I'm here. And sorry, when did this? So you just left and it happened to you, or you went to somewhere specifically?
As soon as I stormed out and I went past the alley, it felt like all of this just suddenly flooded my mind.
We really need to get out of this town.
You and me both. As I kind of like pat him on the shoulder. God, it's like that. Let's go sit down with the others.
As they're doing that conversation,
While they're having their conversation, you guys.
Yeah, I talk to the group. I say, so, well, seems like we were right about the druids helping out.
Are you sure you don't just want to ask Pazriel to wish them away?
Come on, if I'm going to ask him for something, I'm going to ask for a better deal.
Come
Oh,
on.
Really? Why don't you just
Come on,
solve the
Ingvar,
entire
don't
world's problems?
Come on, Ingvar, don't antagonize him. I have to travel with him after all.
Indeed. But
If
he's
you're
gonna
going
put
to
us
make
all
a
at
big
risk
deal
all the time.
about it, then I guess you should know that this woman, Master Orlesian, is still alive.
We kind of figured that. Didn't know it though. Do you know where she is?
I don't know how, but I know for a fact she is, since that was also part of the deal that I made with him when I saved us from that monster. There
What?
was two parts to it. First part was to destroy it. The second part was to make sure she survived.
What do you have to do in response to that deal?
Let's just say that we'll be working together with him, or at least I will be.
Yes, well,
Pretty vague.
at the current time, it didn't exactly seem like we needed extra help.
You saw what that shout did. I was going to risk it doing more damage.
Before you do
Yes.
something that could jeopardize all of us, make sure that such drastic measures are actually called for next time.
With Ingvar's radiant magic, I think we could have routed it very easily.
It had barely even hurt me in the middle of the battle. I mean, that and with Bar's continual healing magic, it never even scratched me.
I wasn't talking about the damage. You know damn well what I'm talking about. That corruption. I was going to keep on spreading.
We don't know that it would. It did it, and then it continued to attack us with its tentacles after that.
I wasn't going to risk that.
You were taking unnecessary risks that involve all of us. So just please do me a favor next time, before you jeopardize everyone. Make sure that such drastic measures are called for.
I actually do have a proposal for you, Gar.
Yes.
If you're going to be traveling with us and having these deals with this Pazriel, I would like for the entire group to know exactly what your deal is if it involves us at all.
Gar sits back in his chair for a moment, thinking or saying, on one condition.
What is that?
I point to Ingvar and I say, he doesn't interject with my plans.
What did you say? You cut out.
Yeah.
I said, I pointed to Ingvar and I said, he doesn't intervene with my plan.
Intervene with your plans?
Yep, that's what he said.
Well, that sounds like you're up to something shady. I can't promise anything. I am here to protect people and protect this world. Your deals are potentially threatening that very precarious balance. so I'm afraid I can't blindly accept such a vague condition.
I also don't feel very good about these deals that we have no idea what they are. He could very
Can
well.
you all let me know what you all are talking about? Deals, Pazrael. I know Pazrael, the spirit of thunder. As Captain Gold looks at all of you.
Can I insight check him that he knows who Pazriel is?
Mhm.
God.
I look to Ingvar saying, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry."
He seems telling the truth because there's also within the pantheon of spirits a Pazrael who represents the spirit of thunder.
I intervene and I say, they're just mad that I called upon the spirit of thunder to help us in the last fight against that demon or whatever those shadows were.
I see. And he intervened.
And nod.
Questionably so, but sure, we'll say he intervened.
Yes.
Make a deception. Gar.
Who, me? Oh.
Gar.
Ooh, that nat one is spooky.
He gives you... He stares at you for a little bit before sitting back on his chair. Okay. That's interesting then. Spirits don't really intervene as much as they normally would, but I guess you all are blessed then.
Or cursed. He took pity on us.
He doesn't take pity on people.
I will just
Well, I wouldn't know.
slowly grip Song's shoulder and squeeze to the point that it pains him.
Sorry? I meant the thunder god, the thunder spirit. Perhaps he just took pity on us all. I wouldn't know. I don't know
What are we
anything
going to
about
do with
this.
Ron? And Captain Gold looks at Ron, who's still entangled.
Well, he seems to be in his senses now. I don't see no reason to bring any harm to him if he's willing to help.
That is true, although he is a criminal of a sort.
And we can simply say his way to repay debt to society by helping us.
By the way, Captain Gold, where did you get this message?
He wrote it.
You watched him write this message?
Correct. I haven't slept.
Oh,
I've been waiting for you. I've been guarding you all in case anything happened.
are you alright?
I'm fine.
Well, let's try to be out of his hair so he can actually get some sleep. Oof.
Indeed.
We need to figure out what to do, though.
What
What is our plan? What is our course of action? At which point, our Dragonborn friends can come in.
As they're walking in, I say, I would like to return to the obelisk. If all of us don't mind. Of course, Captain, you can sleep, you've earned it, but I would like to confirm something before we go to these druids.
Doesn't the obelisk only appear at night, though? Like last time?
And why would we want to go to the Druids anyways? At first, that would have been a great idea. But now, I don't think you all should go there. At least not without, like, some form of protection behind you guys.
We couldn't ask you. You're sleep deprived.
Well, there is a company. Could go to the forts and I could ask for reinforcements.
There is that. Well, there's only how many guards? 3 or 4, did you say, Captain Gold?
5 in total, including me.
Yes, I don't think we could. They could spare that many people.
Who said they? We could.
I'm sorry, are you listening to what you just said?
Yeah. What do you propose again?
We go to Fort Thunder. I talk to my commander, and we get reinforcements from the company in Thunder.
Oh, for Thunder. Well, how far would that? How many days would that be?
It's about 40 to 60 miles away.
Wait, are we allowed to leave now? Is that a thing? I thought the town was on lockdown.
For you folk, I entrust you all more so than the rest of this town. You may go if you want, if that means you're going to get help.
I do agree with Gar. I think we may need a little bit more muscle if we're to deal with these druids.
I don't even think my influence with my druid circle could do anything with these guys. Like, my master, like from what I've told, she kept herself very secluded, so I don't have any knowledge or any real know-how apart from what I've just been told. Certain circles around here.
What's happened to our guide, Calathar? Was that like a one-trick pony and he's gone now?
You all don't know. He said he was going to go find Ed.
Yeah,
And
so...
we also still have the contract with the merchant prince to get over to Fort.
So yes,
Fort
that's crossed...
Kosher?
No, it's a win-win.
Port Kosher.
That crossed my
Which is-
mind. We're missing that individual.
Which is, Port Kosher is 1,000 miles away from Fort Thunder, sailing to the Kosher Sea.
Oh.
But that's why I think it's our best option. But it's what I know. No one apparently seems to think I know anything around here.
I
Ah,
do
know how-
think.
fantastic. We don't need any salt for our dinner.
Do we know how big this alleged druid sect is? What's the name? rock
The
swamp.
Children of Summer. Are you talking about the Children of Chaos?
I thought we
It's
were
not about
wanting
the
to go
druid
to the
circle.
swamp. Isn't that where we got leads to last time?
For you guys were the leads that you guys were going in for is in the mountains for the Children of Summer. The
Well, wasn't-
the rock swamps. There's also an organization out there.
Gotcha. Does anyone know how big these druid sects allegedly are? In the Bart Mountains?
Would I know anything about that at all? Like,
Could I
There's
have may heard of stories about them?
There's about, as Captain Gold looks at everyone, within just their sect, 1,000, maybe 2,000.
1,000?
That's a very large druid circle.
Garch is casually laying
Here's-
back in his chair as he says, "Just saying."
But here's the other problem. We can't simply arrest them or kill them. They're keeping back the elementals from ravaging the sanctum.
That and there's
Apparently-
1,000 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, apparently enough of them felt like they could take the night off and come blow up your temples.
Which is true.
So we just need to find out who was in the strike mission, get those people, and deal with them.
Oh, well, that'd be simple with my company. Have you ever heard of the Inquisition?
The
Why is
issue
everything so
is
extreme with you?
the issue is
Would I?
it's not just a strike team. It's also an ideology we're dealing with. Something far more dangerous.
Roll a history about that, Nate.
Okie
Indeed,
dokie.
we don't know that the entire druid sect is corrupted or committed to this ideal, though. We only know that whoever struck is.
Well, I never expected an Adzarian Inquisition.
Oh, I wasn't talking about my race. No, there's a small organization within the Company of Thunder that specializes with spy intel. I could get us some spies and have them go in and check out the place.
I think that could work, honestly.
I mean, it's either that or go to these children of the summer. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I can have any influence on them at all. I mean, I know Druidic and I know our ways, but it's different from every part. From where like I was born, it could be mildly different.
Would you say that you would be welcomed in druid circles across the nation?
My master, from what I know, was welcomed into numerous circles, although mixed in with, as he points to his scales, our reputation, and also as well being relatively a novice on the druid ways, chances could be low, I feel, although it could be an attempt that we could try.
Meanwhile, I'm a corporal within my company, so I would have more influence to get us people for the burned mountains to help with these circles.
Azir, how do druid circles typically respond to large amounts of outsiders just marching into their territory? Or even some outsiders?
Actually, that is a good question. How the fuck would
I imagine, like any other community, just depends on the people, surely.
As world knowledge that you all know, the Goliaths are very hostile people, but they stay in the mountains.
So if other people were to just go waltzing in there, like your spy company, they would probably kill them on sight. Doesn't sound like
Indeed,
a
a
vicious
smaller
This is
group.
why I'm suggesting spies instead of brute force.
Even if your spies are caught, they would still likely be killed.
Well, then what idea do you have? Let's hear what grand ideas you have, my friend.
Now, as I go, like, just put his hand there, calm down. We're all trying to find a reasonable way to do this.
What if we approach them under the guise that you were seeking to learn ways to control elemental magic to help them with maybe not
They
their
already-
problem, but
They already know about us. That's why we got attacked.
we weren't even here. The druids came and ran out before we even got here. At least according to our friend Ron. We could approach them under the guise of peace and you attempting to learn more druidic ways or something, whatever works with
I
druids.
could use the excuse of saying that I'm going on a journey and I'm learning the ways of like how nature and how the earth works.
And then
I
how
could
would
use-
you explain the rest of us?
At
Bodyguards,
which point,
perhaps?
I could say that you are my bodyguard for my
Captain Gold goes
pilgrimage.
back to reading the letter once more.
Azir,
However, yes, Bar.
lie to me.
Light you?
Lie to me.
I haven't got a lighter on me.
Lie. Tell me a lie. Something that is not true.
A good lie. I came from a very happy village.
You're not good at telling lies, is my point. Is it really best to be implementing you as an agent of espionage?
I do. have
Also, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he just shrugs it. It's like, it's fine. You knew it already after last night. I do, however, if anything, we can go in a very small team if we do need to sneak in there. I do have a spell for this. However, though, it can only last for an hour.
I have a request. Do any of you have any way of getting rid of any diseases? As Captain Gold looks on the letter and looks at everyone else.
I am quite skilled with medicine.
I can heal wounds a little bit, but not much like healing diseases.
I
Ingvar?
quote, "They had warned me that if I spoke a single word that I would be killed, but spread the disease to cure all those." I want to test a theory on this. I want someone to cast some possibly something to cure disease on our friend
We
Ron here.
don't know how the infection happens. It could be a town thing, it could be a person-to-person transmission. I don't think that's a great idea personally, but you are...
Whatever. I touch him and cast Lesser Restoration.
Lesser restoration.
Can't you just use
As
your
you
touch?
Put lesser restoration onto him. Which condition?
Removes one disease or
Alright.
condition.
Upon doing that, and then you can see Ron throw up a little. You can see Krillin is crawling on the table. This creature that goes.
Hit it.
Can I stomp
Hit it.
on it?
Ah!
And Captain Gold
don't.
just looks back, just moves back. As Sacred Flame, as you radiate this flame and cast it on this creature, it just and then falls down dead.
I could have used that as a specimen and tried to understand something with the creature song.
Sorry, I panicked.
No, I get
And
that,
you
but
can
you're
see
not
that,
in a contained environment. You can't be capturing things like that. Come on, be fair.
As you can see, Ron just closed his eyes.
Are you dead?
Ron,
I will medicine
Go-
check him.
Okay.
Apparently not.
Still has a heartbeat.
He's still alive.
I'm gonna just make sure, see if it's like just see his throat, none of that signal that got caught up in the back of his throat. Yeah, just check him.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
Is there a bottle nearby where I can like put the specimen over the bottle to like seal it?
Need to be a pretty big bottle because this is bottle size itself.
Oh, Jesus.
How long is this creature?
About a foot.
Oh wow.
The hell is that?
Would this be a nature check to see if I've ever heard of or seen of anything like this?
Go for it. Nature check.
Yeah, I'm good.
Doing a history check.
19.
11.
For being a druid and you studying different animals and creatures, this isn't an animal at all. It doesn't represent a sort of fish you've seen. None of like the parasites that you've read about. It doesn't. Whatever this is, it doesn't belong here.
And also as well, it doesn't belong in the natural wildlife.
Yep.
Well, that's truly bizarre.
Should we seal it up in the chest with Sinner and the Nightcrawler?
I don't think.
Well, it is burnt.
I don't think having that with those items is a good idea.
I don't think touching this creature at all is a good idea until we figure out what to do with it.
I agree with that. Let's just... Well, perhaps we can put it into a garbage and I can burn it until it's ashes.
Well, perhaps if we do find a way to contain it, Azir could still study it and possibly figure out what it is or how to counteract it.
Well, Azir? Although I did burn it pretty well.
I'm like just gonna be like looking through like the charred remains of this creature, trying to see if there's any kind of it's when it came out, was there like any did we feel any kind of like energy coming off this creature, or like what do we
the moment it came out, Song used magic. So if it did have anything, it you wouldn't be able to sense it.
I'm
As
going-
for
Divine sense to see if I can get any readings off this creature.
it's not a celestial fiend or undead.
Well,
Did
the
it
good
feel
news
like-
is it's not a celestial fiend or undead.
Well, that just means that we don't know what it is. Could I tell that my sacred flame was especially powerful against it, or could I not tell?
I mean, it's dead.
It's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Fair enough.
Well, what I'm about to do is probably going to be very disgusting. So I'm going to grab a knife and I'm going to try and cut it open.
Whoa, wait.
Whoa.
You sure you want to do this?
I'm backing up.
Gar, how about you use your wand of entanglement on this thing in case it somehow has a nervous reaction?
Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll pull out my wand and zap it.
You
Tighten
can
it
see
up.
little roots strung up from the table. Just kind of wrap it up.
Doing so, I'm gonna like rip off some of the common clothes that I have, and I'm gonna like use it as like a little just as a mask, just color in case like any poisonous stuff comes out of this creature.
Okay.
And
Any change in Ron?
Ron, he's passed out.
Right. And I'm just gonna say, just make sure you hold this still, and well, good luck, me. And I'm
It's
gonna
entangled, so it's about as still as it's going to be.
and I'm gonna get the knife and try and cut through its belly and try and understand like it's like how this thing moves around its internal organs. Like see if it like if this has like some sort of like egg sac in it. Like does this breed
All
straight
right,
as it comes
give
out
me
of the
the
body?
investigation.
Okay. Investigation. That's a nat 1. That's a creepy bug.
Yeah, you don't really
You eat it, you scoff it down.
Oh
Oh,
god.
as you
God,
kind
no.
of just examine it, try to really research what you are seeing. You're actually for once pretty clueless with a lot of this stuff. Its entire biology does not make sense to you.
None of this makes sense. Like how this creature works. This truly is not a creature that belongs here. I could say that much, but I
Oh.
have whatsoever.
However, you also do notice one thing as well. Within its brain, as you examine it and try to figure out what it is, you see this.
That's
Nobody fucking touch it, Shetty.
What kind of
It's-
is it to identify this?
what's the draconic word? The face hugger.
It's worse.
You see a red gem with sort of some form of creature sort of like hugging it.
Jesus Christ.
What on earth?
What kind of check would
Does
we
the
need
creature
to do
look
to...
alive?
Make a history
Alrighty.
or Arcana or
15.
I'm gonna do an Arcana. 23.
And I'll do
19.
history. 21.
Oh, really good rolls.
so. Bar, if you want to make anything.
In his mind, it's a reward for killing it.
All right. This you all have heard legends, stories, myths of creatures with gems in their brain. It's an interesting story. What you see before you is what you all think as a slad gem. Slads have horrific cycles of rebirth. And essentially, when a slad is created, this is implanted in their brain. And they form into these aberrant creatures. What you saw was a aberration that trying to grow. But it was stumped before it could do a full growth. had it successfully grown with inside Ron, Ron would have been that creature, but in a much larger size.
This thing is very bad.
We need to
I'm
bring
glad
this
I
out of
killed it.
town.
I like turn around and it's like, for once, I'm actually glad you did. Ugh.
All right, so we have a potential slot invasion. That's wonderful.
Yes, very.
So, how should I dispose of this?
We need to bring this out of
And-
town.
Because of your history and your knowledge, because of your paladin, and because of your Lord of Paradise stuff, you know that slads are creations of the Queen of Chaos.
Who, me?
You and Yengar and Gar.
We need to bring this out of town now.
Okay,
I already.
that's what we were planning to do anyway. As in get out of town.
We cannot destroy this in town.
we need something to try and contain this in now.
And then you see Gold takes a bottle and just puts it on top of the gem. There. It's contained now.
No, it's not.
For a given value of contained, I guess I will have to do for now.
Unless we destroy the gem, it'll keep regenerating. That's how these things work.
All right, let's try and head out of town and destroy this thing.
Indeed.
Here, let's go to Obelisk, since I was wanting to go there anyway. Be a good chance.
At which point, you see someone barging in wearing these a plated armor with the symbol of Wisteria, and he sort of walks in front of Gold. Sir, I need to speak to you in private. So Ben. Gold looks at all of you. All right, what exactly is it you can say in front of these guys? There's been another murder in the town, sir, and it's Ben's family.
By the gods.
Another entire family of the children missing.
We have 2 children's death and his wife. Ben is the town guard, currently alive. He's not doing well right now.
I
children are dead, you
I
said.
walk over to
Well,
Beer, and I
right
whisper-
now, we have Ben, who's perfectly fine. And the youngest right now, Kyle, is currently barely alive.
Yeah, I.
Well, some of us here have healing abilities. Maybe we can help.
Yes, please, like, any of the injured, like, leave them to me. Can I trust one of you guys to dispose of this thing?
Leave it in me.
I'm counting on you.
Could someone go with Gar, given his history with questionable entities?
You can see that guard looks like genuinely offended by that.
So far, you still have an open-ended favor yet to be claimed. What if your deity's like, hey, let me have that gem?
I can tell you that the deal's
Inga.
already been dealt with. It's already been paid.
Or what if there's another ambush out there? I don't think we should go alone anywhere.
Why don't you go?
Because I
I
have
have
to
some
help with
healing
the sick and
abilities.
the injured.
Currently, we've taken Kyle to the mage institution. Vula is taking care of the child right now.
Oh, so he's already seeing treatment.
Well, there is a problem. The medicine we're using isn't working. There's clearly something much more magical going on with him.
Does he have deep black wounds that don't burst with any blood?
He was shot in the left eye, if that is what you're asking.
He was shot. Okay.
With an arrow?
With magic of some kind.
Perhaps a lesser restoration could help with that. Maybe. I can cast it and so can Ingvar, I think.
Slight question. While this is obviously very important and takes precedence, weren't we also supposed to be doing some sort of investigation as well as this Inquisition?
That is true. We're placing a lot of things on our plates, aren't we?
This would be an awfully great distraction if something were to be needed to disappear, maybe?
Very true. I think we should deal with this gem.
That's why I'm
All of
wanting to go
us.
to the obelisk as well. Don't know if they'll
You should
stay.
not go alone.
That's why I want all of us to go.
I agree.
I can't leave like the injured like this though. Surely there's something I could do.
Gold looks at all of you. Okay. I'll go into the investigation. I'll see what I can find. The rest of you, deal with that gem. Come back to me immediately after you're done with that.
That still doesn't solve the issue of you getting murdered if you are ambushed. Not to doubt your abilities, but this is a large organization we're dealing with.
He does have the guards with him as well.
Possibly. One of them's been injured. That leaves with, what, 2 guards?
Bran. And then the other guard looks at Gold. Tell Mr. Black we're gonna need him.
Oh, not that asshole. Are you sure you are wanting to call favors?
I don't have any other choice right now.
I will go with you in this investigation. You don't need to
No,
call
we
Lord
all
Black.
need to deal with this gem.
You can handle it.
And you can afford Mr. Black.
Knowing Mr. Black, he deals with money. If this town is in danger and he's losing money, then it will be in his best interest to help this town.
I am asking you can afford this gamble.
What other choice do I have right now?
I could go with you. You could not call on him.
Sure.
Thanks. I'll be able to sleep easier at night knowing you didn't call that favor in.
Alright, let's go. You see Gold grab his sword. You can see he's still, like, tired from his sleep deprived, but he is ready to go.
Well, let's get rid of this gem. And check on those obelisks, if they're there.
Well, I'd rather deal with everyone.
Are you sure? It's just taking more time.
There's something that I need to check, and it's best for everyone here.
Well, in that case, while they deal with this, they're going to heal the sick, correct? Or
We
are they?
could go out of town and deal with.
They're
the-
dealing with the investigation of
deal
what
with
happened.
the
In that
gem.
case, then we should go and help the sick and meet back up later.
I agree with that.
Or are we certain this gem is going to do something evil in the next hour or two?
Based on what I know, these things have regenerated properties. There's always a chance it can regenerate while we're gone.
Well, we've lost one person, so you can decide. Do you want to deal with it now with one individual missing, or we can go and help the needy and get back to it when we have our full force? Also, where did Ed go?
Ed didn't come downstairs.
Ah, fantastic. Cut off the...
Neither did Rundine.
I'm gonna like go up the stairs and I'm gonna like knock on their doors like wake them up now. I'm gonna slam on the door, just like, Rudy, Ed, get up.
No response.
I try the door, see if it's open or not.
It's locked.
God damn it. So like just punch the door.
Okay, make a. Actually, no, don't worry about it, because you punched the door. Nothing happens.
God damn fucking cowards. Well, they're not answering.
Here, and Gold passes you a key. The key to the rooms.
Must be honest, I am more interested in finding Ed to discover what happened to Calathar. He sort of just went.
You guys do remember Ed appeared to you all in a radiant light.
Yeah.
He didn't just walk up to you, he appeared.
Perhaps he'll turn up whenever he's needed.
That still doesn't help us find Calathar, unfortunately.
Alright, what are we doing?
Well, I'd rather do the destroy this and the obelisk together, so if one of us is going to run off, we might as well go do the rest.
Right, I'm going to the investigation. If you're going to join me, you're going to join me. And Gold leaves.
Gar
I follow.
falls behind. You can hear Gar like cussing as he's walking behind him.
Right
I
then.
take it me and Azir check the rooms, and he gave us a key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, check the rooms.
Okay. When everyone leaves and you guys go upstairs, which room are you going to check first?
Do Ed's.
Ed's. As you open the door to Ed's room, you can see that his entire room is trashed. There clears to be a struggle last night.
And
Ed is nowhere to be seen.
quickly run to Rundi's room, or Rundi's.
Same thing.
Check on.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This town is so...
Two
What's
things you
happening?
notice. In Rundine's room, you notice red blood. As for Ed's room, you notice blue blood.
I take it your room's the same as his.
Yes, it's just trashed.
Well,
Although
Gar did. We can deal with that later. Gar did. Did Gar leave with the investigation?
Yeah, you can tell though he's visibly really annoyed though right now.
I'm gonna like just have a look at like kind of like the blue blood and try and see like what on earth is it? And is there anything like on the walls? Is there like any signs of like there was like a physical like assailant or like knife stabs at all?
Make an investigation.
Okie dokie.
As his song.
Investigation.
14 with signs of any knife attacks that you're trying to think of. But there's
Say that
clear
again?
there's no signs of any like weapons being used.
So it's just trashed, as in trying to find something, or?
As if trying to find something, yes.
Hmm.
You picked up on anything?
Yes, it appears that they were looking for something and not trying to attack. Perhaps they had something, though, they wanted.
There is blood on the ground, however.
How much blood is it?
A lot. It's like a gallon, you would say.
Can I
Oh.
poke the area
As if-
around the blood?
As if like this was like a horror setup. Someone like set this up as like a horror movie. It almost appears like fake.
Ha! I fucking knew it.
What'd you find?
I kind of put my stick through it again. Look.
You can see that this quote unquote blood is, as he jabs on it, it's almost like jello.
They've been taken, or they've been infected with something severely, severely damaging.
Well, let's hope that they're alright. By the gods.
How did they get in without any of us noticing?
Well, I don't know about you, but I was asleep quite soundly.
As was I.
God, I was as well. I should have had someone kept watch, other than the captain.
Who was sleep deprived?
I think we should tell the captain about this.
I think we should tell him a bit later. Let him deal with one murder at a time. Not that this is a murder.
Wasn't it?
Yes, let's be a little bit optimistic.
Should we go over and see the guy that got attacked as well? See if we can do anything there for the injured.
Yes, let's see if we can bring some light.
Do a spell, but I think at least one person should be here with the gem, in case it does anything.
Is the gem still here?
No, I thought Gar took it.
Yeah,
Gar has the gem.
Yeah.
Alright. To our other group, as you come across a open door to the house, you can see that two guards are shaken up as Gold looks at them. You two are good. Relax. Alright. He looks at Yemvar and Gar.
Alright.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to come here. I'm pretty sure 4 of you can handle whatever it is you need to do.
I told you I'd rather all of us handle it safe. If you had to
And
run off, then I'd rather wait.
Gold opens the door. You can see into the entrance is almost the same setup as the other house. As you enter in through the living room, almost exactly the same on the wall of the living room. The same twisted cyclone with one eye or sickle in the living room. A vase with 2 black roses have been left. 1 red rose has also been left, and 1 rose that has a mixture of red and black have been left as well.
Seems to be the roses seem to be the perpetrator's signature.
He's evolving.
Right.
I will investigate underneath every piece of furniture in this house.
Make an investigation.
Yeah, I'll look around as well.
Yeah.
Since he's helping, can we say that's a natural 20?
Yeah, I'm helping him.
Alright. I'll allow this time, but you gotta say next time, okay?
Alright.
Once more, as you guys are searching around together, Yangar, as you look under the couch, there seems to be a letter. Once again.
Alright, I will read it.
Bar, did you know? Question mark. That's all it says.
It says Gar, did you know?
Bar.
Oh, Bar.
Did you know?
What does the handwriting on this note look like? Does it look hasty and scrawled?
It looks very formal.
So very well composed.
Very well composed. Like it's almost elegant. It's like very elegant cursive. Like someone took their time writing this message out.
I'll just kind of wave it at Gar and be like, well, either someone's stalking us or perhaps we need to have a conversation with Bar.
And you say that I'm the suspicious one.
Everyone
Well-
is suspicious.
This is different. As you see, Gold goes into the kitchen and kind of looks.
I'll follow him in there.
Is there a basement as well here or no?
There is also, but
I'm going to
within
check the basement.
within the kitchen, you can see that there is a black tree. It almost looks like it has flames that sort of grow, and from the branches of the tree grows a mixture of black and red roses.
Oh, crap.
As you go downstairs, Gar, you find two bodies down there, which you can see that there is a young boy, a young man, more like. You can see that where his heart is, there appears to be a burning wound, as if like make a Arcana. Okay, you can sense that it was as if someone used evocation magic on this young man's heart, and you can see that where once there was meat, flesh, and all that, there's nothing but a hole that you can almost like look through. No blood. And next to this person, almost like holding hands, is the wife, who you can see that there is a solid icicle that sort of like stabs through the center of the stomach, and there is a heart in the shaped around them. That
Can I
is
tell if their devs were instant or if they like had any
One
last
second.
last breath of air moments they did?
1 second before I answer
Oh,
that.
sorry.
The heart is sort of almost drawn in by a chalk of black and red roses. As for them dying, based on what you know, the young man would have died instantly. As for the lady, she would have suffered, probably for a while.
All right. I'm sorry for this. I'm going to walk up to the two bodies and I'm going to investigate, see if I find anything on their bodies.
Okay. Are you touching like the wound area, or what are you doing with?
I'm just checking like their pockets, their sleeves. anything.
Investigation.
Yeah, if there's anything that was left behind by them or the victim.
Nothing was that you've noticed is left behind. You can see that as you investigate the lady, though, that icicle is like solid ice, and it's sort
so
of
does, like be melting at all.
it's not melting at all. But other than that, you don't find anything. Okay. The rest of you come after investigating what happened in the rooms. You can see the two guards are sort of like they're trying to stay composed, but at the same time, this place is starting to get to them.
By the way, did I get anything from my divine sense whenever I walked into the kitchen?
Nope, nothing.
All right.
And as you all enter, you're all back together now.
Oh,
What were you able to find?
Whoever this was is definitely sending.
You cut out.
I said whoever this was definitely sending a message. I'm not sure if that message was to back off or what, though. This was definitely deliberate. I like the first one. or a mass killing. This one's it's been deliberate, calculated.
I guess it's confession time.
What do you mean?
I actually dreamt of this exact thing last night.
Really?
I saw this tree that was in the kitchen, and I saw that boy down there leaning over, encased in black flames, and the figure stepped up behind him before everything disappeared. Don't know where this dream comes from, but occasionally I get these, I guess you could call them almost premonitions in my sleep.
Well,
How
I'm
many
an
times-
Asama, so I can relate to that.
Is this something that happens just on a very blue moon, just a very rare occasion, or is this something that just happens?
I mean, I don't really know. I don't control it. It just kind of happens. I can never really tell whenever my dreams are real or whenever they're actually visions of the future.
Well, our side isn't good either. Ed and Rundi is gone, and their rooms have been completely trashed. And, well,
You can
Wait a
see
minute, wait a minute.
Captain Gold look at everyone and go, "What?"
Azir, we discussed this.
Also, Bar, we found a message asking, did you know? Any ideas what that means?
Did I know what?
Don't know. It was in the crime scene, tucked away to make sure that only someone who knew where to look would find it.
Can I... Show me the furniture.
I take him to the couch and show him the letter.
It says, "Bar, did you know?" Question mark.
No. No, I don't.
Is there anyone who might be hunting you or have an interest in you that wants to toy with you in this way?
Well, not to toot my own horn, but who wouldn't want a piece of me?
Alright. Any of those plethora of enemies come to mind? Murdering children and families?
I don't have enemies. I left all of my family on good... I mean, nothing of enemies. No, I helped someone out before I left, so... But that was in the Merchant Prince's good books. I don't know, maybe the encounter that I stopped from happening caused this letter, but it was simply a mugging, not a political statement.
Do you remember who was being mugged?
Some lackey courier.
Was he working for any particular houses?
Was he working for any particular houses? DM?
Not that you know of.
I one of the merchant princes, I don't know.
Alright, I think this child is the key. So, Captain Gold, can you tell us anything about this child, this family, their relationship to Mr. Black?
There are guards here. You can see he's almost starting to have a panic attack with what's going on now. He's trying to keep himself composed. After hearing what exactly...
What did you say?
He's starting to have a panic attack.
Captain
Almost.
Gold, I think you need to lay down. You're sleep deprived and this is obviously very stressful on you.
I'll answer everything you have to say about this family when I get some sleep. You're right. And you can see him say no more and just walk out.
Before he walks out, I'm just gonna tap him on the shoulder and say, "Get some rest, good sir." and I will cast 5 points of Lay on Hands to cure any disease or poison that he may be suffering from.
Duly noted. Okay.
Just as a side note, what happened with Ron? Did we leave him there, or did we take did Gold take him?
By the way, while this is all going on, since I have the gem still in the bottle, have I noticed any changes about it? Has it been growing back?
1 second.
Well, it's a good excuse to buy a break.
Yeah, everyone take a break right now. 5 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta do bio break
Yeah,
too.
need to use the
BRB.
restroom. BRB!
Alright. So,
Also, I just want to say, as soon as Captain Gold walks out, I follow him and say, "Sorry, guys, can't let him go."
He's sleep deprived. He can't be that much help at the moment. He's about to have
Just let him be.
Let who be?
Captain Gold. He's sleep deprived. Let him get some rest.
I understand what you meant, like Song about like trying to keep it from him, but if he went back there and found that out, I think he would have had more
Bar
of a
isn't
heart
here.
attack. I'm just saying it. I know that. I'm just saying it just to
okay.
both of them since we're both there at the scene.
alright. Young, where are you walking back?
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna guard over him. Make
Okay.
nothing
Oh my
happens.
god, dude. He's going for an 8-hour rest. You're going to sit there a whole.
As you walk back with him, and he goes to his room. What is everyone else gonna do?
Ingvar, are you gonna stay there until he gets back up?
I have a bad feeling about this. He knows something, which means he's a loose end, which means he's the next one to go.
Well, I hope
We
you're
all
wrong.
know. So, I mean,
I can defend him. As you can see, Bran comes up. Don't worry, I'll protect him.
Do I know of this individual?
He was the guy that came in with the conversation with Gold,
Right.
telling you guys what.
Do you know anything about him?
Not currently, nothing.
Okay.
I think we can trust his guards.
Plus, as well, Ingvar, we could use your talents elsewhere.
Very true.
like dealing with this freaking thing. And as I said, I'm actually going to check the stone, see if it's regenerated at all.
See, it's starting to glow a little bit brighter red.
Okay, yeah, we seriously need to deal with this, guys.
All right, Ingvar, I think you should come.
All right.
Let's get this over with and check out those obelisks.
That only appear at night. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to tell Valencia to also stay there and send me a message if anything happens immediately.
All right. And as you all walk to the obelisks. All right. As you guys walk through the forest, you can see that this thick fog is still here. 60 feet ahead. That's all you can see. And as you walk closer and closer to where the obelisks are, what do you guys want to do?
Destroy this thing immediately. This little creepy thing that we've been keeping in this bottle for all this time. I think it's time to go and get rid of that.
Might as well do it at the obelisk. I mean, we're going there anyways.
Well, they're not there just yet, but I think we could perhaps find something about them when they're not here.
Perhaps. Or perhaps not. One of the
Yeah,
two,
worth a
really.
try. Worth a shot.
Oh no, you actually hear that as someone says that.
Oh! Who is there?
That is a good question. Who is there?
Show
So
yourself.
you cut me off and I'm the bard. That was very rude.
As I'm pulling out my spear, and I'm going, gee, I'm sorry.
As you do divine sense, you sense a celestial.
Oh my god, it's Pazriel.
Are you sure of that?
What other celestial's going to randomly appear and toy with mortals?
You're right. Who else is going to appear and toy with you guys? And sort of appearing right in front of you guys, in the middle. Is that Orakoa?
Oh,
Alright,
Gar,
what is you...
friend of yours?
hey, boss.
Oh wow, you actually did it. You know, I was expecting to actually say I was going to be here. A little disappointed. You didn't warn them beforehand.
Oh, you.
Gah.
Why are you helping the Chaos
What
Queen
is
again?
this?
Whoever
didn't
said I was helping the chaos?
Because you did last time, and that's typically what you do,
Oh.
screw around.
Come on now. You're so boring. With all your justice and shit. Oh, I'm here to bring gifts though. As you can see behind him, a table appears with food. And it's sort of a lit candle in the middle.
I don't think I want to partake in this meal.
I'll stand
Sorry.
over here and watch guard, if you don't mind.
Sorry, I already made these guys a pretty good meal back, like at the camp with Captain Gold. So,
Oh,
and trust me, I know when gods give good food, and trust me, I've seen better banquets.
you can see that his
Shade.
smile. His smile goes down to more of a frown. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Azir Tibright.
You know, I want you to listen very closely.
Very well.
I like you. I like you so much that I want to knit your entrails into a lovely sweater. A festive, colorful, blood-soaked sweater made of your own innards. Oh, it'll be lovely.
I am going to.
Perfect for a party. Oh, you'd be the envy of disemboweled bodies everywhere. Oh, sorry.
I
that
bring
happened.
out my packed rapier.
Oh,
You,
sorry.
you can see guards taking a few steps away.
Right.
And this is why we don't deal with psychotic wannabe deities.
Oh. Yeah, he stares at you, Gar. This is for you. As you see a piece of paper.
I reach out for it.
Okay. It's yours now.
And I'll take a read of it.
That's for you. Like our deal says.
What is his deal? And I mean that in both ways.
So, let's restart. I am Pazriel, the giver of gifts. I personally prefer it if you guys accept my gifts more.
I never asked for them.
Sorry, I've already got a deal with something else.
I know too much of your history to ever take a gift from you.
Your reputation precedes you. Not in a very good way.
If it helps, Patriol, like, God did do a good spiel. He almost convinced me.
Oh. Well, that's good for you, Gar. You almost got someone. Almost. And he gives you a stare.
I'm actually gonna like Kash out, and it's like, now then.
Now then what? You're still talking.
So then, I want to ask you something.
Ah, go for it.
As you
Love
know,
stories.
you've got. I take it then, from what we see here with Gar, that he's your so-called champion, so to tell.
Champion, puppet, different words for that. Friend, ally, enemy. So many different ways.
What if I told you I've got a little friend of my own?
Ishodo, the king of the gods. Yes, I know about him.
Yeah.
And your little trinity. Trust me,
Yeah.
I used to be a part of them.
Oh, good. Oh,
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's good. Very good. Yeah.
More gods?
It's a long story. I'll explain it when we get back.
Oh yeah,
Or
I
you,
also
can
meant.
or you can explain it now. I love stories. Please tell me
Oh,
your
it's
story.
okay. Also, just remind me to explain to you the other part of the trials before we die. Song.
Of course.
So, basically, to catch everyone else up here, apart from Bar, Eshadow met with me last night after our little talk with
And
Ron.
you two had a love feast. Oh, so precious.
What can I say? He puts on a better banquet than you do.
Probably.
I mean, he is the king of destiny and time and what have you. So,
Mm-hmm. But
So-
you're broken. You're nothing. And you'll always be nothing. Which is sad. Very
yeah,
sad.
and I'm sure you could give me all the things,
Especially
like
when it comes to your background being corrupted. Ooh, did I punch a nerve?
You know what? After what
Oh,
I
you know
said
what?
to you earlier, I'll let
Yeah.
you have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's kind of nice though to be accepted though by someone, and all he asks in return is just friendship. But for
It's
you
also
though,
nice to burn down Maidenhair. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, did I bring another nerf? Oh, now you don't know. Am I going to do it or not?
Calm down. He's trying to get at you.
oh,
This is hilarious.
this
Song! How is it going,
What?
little buddy?
It was going mostly okay until
Gar,
you
did you
appeared.
sign the contract?
I'm still reading over it, but
Cool, whatever.
good.
Back to you, Song. How's it going, Song?
Like I said,
I heard you were looking for information from your past.
yes. Why?
I know that information. I give it to you right now.
But for a price, yes?
Yeah, of course. There's a price for everything.
Song, you've seen how psychotic this guy is already. Do not engage with him.
I might want to engage in him in another way if this keeps up.
Oh, really?
I do
That
want
sounds
to
lovely.
ask, I do want to ask what the deal is.
Bar, right now they're talking to Pazrael to give her gifts. As
And
Gar...
he's nuts.
He's pushing some buttons.
Oh, look, it's Bar. Hi, Bar.
Hello?
Hi. How's it going?
Not bad. Yourself, buddy?
How's your family doing?
I have no idea. I haven't spoken to them. Well, I'm pretty sure you know
Oh,
that.
really? I wasn't talking about that family. I was talking about your real-life family. Oh, wait, you don't know. Back to you, Song. You don't even know your parents as well. In fact, I don't think any of you really know your parents, except for you, Gar. Have you signed the contract yet, Gar?
Yes, I know you're impatient.
Okay, back to you
What?
guys.
Is the contract, Gar?
Gar, don't answer.
I
That's
think
for
we
you and
have
for
a-
you only. He can't force anything on you, Gar. Remember that.
But you
You're,
can.
you're
go.
on your bird. Why? Why can't I? I can. I can do whatever I want.
I'm gonna spit on the ground.
And he spits on the ground as well. Ooh!
To be perfectly honest, I don't want anything that you're willing to give.
Well, it's
How
a good
about
thing
information,
he's not
then?
giving it to us, then, isn't it?
The 8 shards that 5 groups are collecting right now. Oh. You probably want to know that. Or not. I don't know.
Nothing we couldn't find out on our own. No reason to compromise our souls or the world around us for your games.
Very true.
Okay. You guys are so boring. Gar, have you signed the contract yet?
Yeah, I handed it to him already.
Oh, sweet, thank you. And you see the contract disappear. All right, my job here is done. Bye, everybody. And you see him, poof.
That thing is your patron?
He's not as bad as you may think.
Did you hear anything he said?
Yeah, kind of goes in and out.
Do you have to tone out his voice because
You get used to it after a while.
Dracunyal?
The point is you shouldn't get used to something like that.
Indeed.
Can I just say my version with Eshido went a little bit more smoothly?
You guys
I
are
believe that.
reacting. What do you say? I kind of zoned him out.
Oh, he just wanted to wear all of Azir's intestines like a creepy human Stitch coat.
And also,
so he was telling me the same thing he told me. All right, so usually.
yeah, and also as well mentioned as well about destroying Maidenheart Village, the only little vestige of hope I have left.
Well, you did kind of piss him off.
Well, what can I say?
Are you
I
seriously
made
justifying
friends.
this monster?
I can't see how this thing can be a good thing, Gar.
He might be crazy, but, crazy could be good and bad. Two sides of the same coin.
Yes, but I would rather non-crazy and all good than completely crazy and maybe sometimes good on a Wednesday.
Honestly, I like neutral, to be fair.
And you see him
Fair
pop up again.
enough.
Oh, I forgot something, Gar. Right.
Yes.
Here you go. You can see he gives you a fork. All right, bye. And he
Wait.
disappears.
A fork?
Yep.
I look
I'll
at the
just shout as
banquet
he-
table. Are there forks?
Yeah, the banquet table's still there. There's food and forks and knives everywhere.
I'll just put my hand
Except
over my face.
This fork is more elegant. Gar.
Right as he
Gar
moves out
smiles
of
and says, "See, he plays favorites." And I walk over and grab something out off the table.
Are you
was
sure
gonna
that's
say-
safe?
If he wanted me dead, he would have killed me by now. I would take a bite.
I'm gonna say right before he popped out of existence, I just kind of shout in his direction, be like, "Serenadil says hi."
So does Eshido.
Motherfucker.
all three of you have dealings with gods, and I'm an Asima, and I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, I'm right there with you, buddy. What the fuck is wrong with this party?
Hey,
Indeed.
I didn't ask to be chose to be his champion, alright? It just happened.
Champion, that's a wide assumption.
At least our two deities are actually good and seek to help people. Gar's deity just seeks chaos.
At first, then I thought you were saying Eshido, then I was like, wait, what? Oh no! Made the wrong deal.
Well,
Although, since it's out of the bag now, I kind of wanted to ask you about him, Ingvar, or anyone else here that knows anything more about him.
He's a very good friend with Serenadil. They're all very close. Serenadil has saved Ishodo in the past before, but you are in good hands. In previous times, the Queen of Chaos tried to make Ishodo insane so he would destroy the world. But thanks to Serenadil and Zawon, they were able to stop that. No thanks to your Pazriel, who was trying to instigate the whole freaking thing.
That's the past! Past, bygones be bygones, friends be friends. I mean, these are the
He
paradise now.
could have ended the world.
But he didn't.
But he certainly tried.
Eh.
It was only
What
because,
kind of reaction is that?
it's only because Serenadil and the others were stronger than him that he wasn't able to fulfill his plan.
I mean, if he was so bad, then why would they invite him on the Lords of Paradise?
I think that's a lie he told you to get you to trust him.
Eh. I doubt it.
Also, as I've said before, Pazrael's not actually a god, he just pretends to be one. He's definitely powerful, but not an actual god.
And as you can see as well, this is kind of why I've made my decision of not teaming up with either, because, well, I'm already in bed with another person, so...
Oh, that's the other thing. You can undertake a trial with Ashodo, Azir. Or
I
Song, you
can.
could undertake a trial with Serenadil or Zawan or Ashodo. You pick.
Or you could just work with
Honestly-
me, Baz.
I would rather not. Honestly,
not?
Serenadil's deal sounds a lot better.
Why not? You just gotta do one small deal.
And it could be raising a village to the ground.
Or it could be saving a village.
Oh
To
yeah,
the
because he
ground.
clearly gave me that
Well,
option right there.
I'm not going to roll those dice.
I will
Yes,
say
Azir.
I will say this much with Ashodo. He is already whatever hits us, it's seemingly I can't feel it anymore in my body. So he must have removed it somehow when we made this deal of his.
Really?
But I don't feel it anymore. Whether or not it's just residing, I can't tell. But even though it's shown me this much, I am going to help you two in your trials as much as I can.
And
Because
technically, he's still.
meanwhile, as he reluctantly goes into his bag, since we're being honest about each other, I did happen to get this as well. And I'm going to reveal my bag of holdings.
Ashodo just
Ooh.
gave that to you?
No, remember that guy I investigated back at the Pillars?
Yeah.
Well, I got it off him and I was going to sell it.
Hey, question. Do you think it would be alright to deposit this chest filled with dangerous artifacts inside that bag of holding?
You know what? After all of that, sure. I'm just going to open up the
What could
bag.
go wrong, right? You guys want any food? This is pretty good.
Like I
I'd
said,
rather not.
Eshodo is a better chef than Pazriel.
I will slowly
That's
place
a
the
choice of
chest into the bag.
preference.
Also,
Yeah,
as a chef as well, I'm deeply offended.
By the way, Gar, in the middle of your gluttony, don't forget there's a creepy demon gem that you need to destroy.
Alright! I reach into my bag. You guys might want to step back.
And as you do, the
I
gem
do-
is gone.
God, I told you frickin' Pazrael wanted it.
What?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-ba! As you hear that in the distance.
Oh my god!
I told you, Gar.
As I just get on my knees and scream to the sky.
By the gods, this.
See, I told you he was helping these
Consider
people
me an enemy
again.
to Azrael now.
I'm going to get my spear and I'm going to slash it onto the table and I'm going to go to go, you're leaving now. Do you have any other things on the table?
It's like that Looney Tunes. That's all, folks!
That's practically what happened to you.
Alright, so it seems like Gar is officially insane as well.
I think we already knew that. At least that's one thing. Wait, Gar, why would he want it?
That's actually a good question. I mean, I could ask him, but, he'll probably not tell me.
Did you not hear anything I said before, Song? Pazrael was an agent of chaos in the previous wars. It stands to reason he is at it again.
You mean that he could be trying to end the world again?
Indeed. Just because it's fun, because he's a freaking psychopath.
That's a bit of a long conclusion.
It is not at all, if you understand that creature. I will place 5 lay on hands, my last 5, on Gar to attempt to turn him sane again.
Okay.
That's what I was saying to begin with.
Gar,
Yeah?
you feel normal.
Yeah. Thanks for a heal.
Did that food make you go insane? I mean, more than usual.
What are you talking about? Food's
Never
good.
mind.
So do you
Let's go
recall
back to
what
the
just
town.
happened, Gar?
What?
Do you recall anything that just happened within the past 5 minutes?
Yeah, I signed a contract.
And your tadpole Jim disappeared, you remember that part?
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
tell
thought
us
one
what
of you
this
had it.
tells us what this contract is.
I'm afraid I can't. I mean, you had a chance for me to be clean with you, but you didn't agree with my terms.
Because did you see what just happened? Why would I ever agree to those terms?
Or continues eating casually.
I'm actually gonna slap the food out of your hands. Stop
That's rude.
eating the goddamn food.
Yes, I think we need to figure out what this is all about, Gar. What is the contract? Will it affect any of us?
I'll say it'll affect none of us here.
Wonderful. It'll just affect us in some other time when we can be most conveniently screwed over.
I hope we never meet Pasriel again.
Well,
I have
as
a
long as we
feeling
have
we
Gar
are.
here, we'll probably have him around quite a lot.
I do not like this prospect of that.
Ah, my.
At least all he offered me was information. Unfortunately, it's information I want, but I think
I could
Char
tell.
would.
I could tell he knew what I wanted, but no. I want to do it by my own hands. Anyway, should
Me
we
as well.
investigate these obelisks? I mean, I suppose they're still not here, but we might find some kind of clue or information.
Indeed. I'm gonna go walk towards the area where the obelisks are. I'm gonna be searching under where the obelisks would appear.
Right now, that would be where the table is. And make an investigation.
Oh! Lovely!
Oh, I'm gonna have a look.
You're too focused on what exactly just happened that you're not really fully paying attention.
I'm gonna have a look.
Very fair.
I'm gonna bite through my anger and just see if I can notice anything.
Does anyone find it rather convenient that he placed the table right over where the obelisk should be?
Well, he just told me to get everyone here. He didn't say what he wanted.
Nothing.
Oh, so you were leading us into some sort of trap with Pasrail.
I wouldn't say trap. I didn't know he was going to be here. He told me to get everyone.
And you can see that the fog is gone.
Hooray!
When did it go away?
It just disappeared right now.
Well, that's odd, but I guess good?
See, I told you. All works out.
God damn it. Right, what is our next course of action then?
As for your investigation, you don't find anything. It's just a table. No marks, no nothing.
Well, there's still for Thunder. I can get his troops to help with the druids.
Just as a final fuck you, I'm gonna, like, with my spear, etch in a giant middle finger on the table. Just to leave it there for him.
I etched in a thumbs up with my mighty work.
Well, should we head back to town? Head to Fort Thunder?
God.
To be perfectly honest,
Yes.
God damn it. Just. To be fair, I'm stressed. I'm angry. There's a lot of things. But. The eyes of darkness are gonna be watching you from now on.
Do I know what that means?
Make a religion.
Can I do that as well?
Yeah, you can make it a religion as well.
To be perfectly honest, what song?
Ooh.
Song and Gar, you both know that the Eyes of Darkness is a famous word for the one and only warning Ishodo gives. That's all.
Wow.
Do not
Really?
anger him. So far, he's treated me good. He's helped me accept a bit of myself. He taught me that not all darkness is scary. That I shouldn't be scared of the dark. I should embrace it.
You should all try meditating sometime. It's quite the beneficiary.
I agree. Meditation's always good for the soul.
To be perfectly honest, what I was about to say, I'm not sure I want to trust Gar all that much. I do think we should go to Fort. I do think we should go to Fort Thunder, because that's not part of our contract.
I have a few contacts in Fort Thunder as well.
I haven't
Yeah.
ever lied to you guys.
I have my own reasons for going to Fort Thunder as well.
I don't know why you say. I turned to Song and I say, I don't know why you don't trust me. I've never lied to you guys.
It's more that you're unreliable. You must admit
Uh,
you're erratic
How
at
am I
times.
unreliable? Please.
And
see
you
your
let
opinion.
us
You're
hear-
erratic.
Gar, I need something to tell you as well. I'm gonna whisper
Yes?
something into his mirror as well.
Okay.
And I say, how can I send that to him as like a private message?
Just send it to him Discord.
Yeah.
Best way of doing it.
Like right click his name and hit send whisper or something.
That's a good way of doing it. Because I have an idea of what you're going to say.
You haven't ever lied to us? How about leading us here under the premise of destroying a gem that you then gave to your psychopath wannabe deity?
Hearing that whisper, Gar actually gets up. Actually. Well,
Oh,
we head
you were
back.
You're cutting
cutting
out.
out a lot.
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot.
Oh, sorry. After hearing that whisper, Gar actually stands up and, with actual worried look on his face, for the first time since it, he says, "Okay, we need to get back to town now."
Why?
I want to check on Captain Gold as well.
I agree with
Good
the
idea.
Captain Gold part.
So let's get
I
back
just
to town.
want out
But-
of this village, if I must be honest.
But Gar, remember, he only gives one warning. No more.
And Azir, I also sent you another message if you did that. You got that was earlier. But everyone's talking over me, so. As you all start walking back into town, as you cut through the forest, there's nothing.
Pardon?
As in the entire village is just
It's
mistakes.
as in the entire village is gone.
Are
Well-
there any like indentions in the ground indicating that it was moved?
Nope. It was as if it was taken away completely.
Oh, I knew we
Is
should know.
there a road
Oh my God.
still?
What the hell?
The hell happened?
Valencia was in there, and I just punched the ground.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Ingvar, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna send Zay into the sky. Zay, can you see anything? Can you see any survivors whatsoever? Just
As
any
you
sign.
do,
Yeah, I fly
Oh.
up into the sky as well.
as you
As do
fly,
I.
as you fly around, and you look for the town, there is no sign of it. It was as if nothing was built here. It's just grassland with the mounds.
Do the trees look younger?
It's as make an investigation.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh! I'm on a freaking roll. I feel good.
The trees do look a little bit younger.
I look.
I think
Back to wait, no, never mind. Sheddy's in the air, isn't he? Never mind.
Yeah, he's searching
I
around.
look up and start shaking my fist at him. Gar, get down here.
I swoop down, like, there's
I
a
get
look
back
of
down as well.
genuine worry in his eyes now.
And then I pull.
I don't want to alarm you, but I
as
think
a-
we may have traveled back in time.
Yes, my conclusion. I'm slightly confused. And tell me honestly, Gar, is this you're doing? Is this something in the?
I swear, I put my hands up and I say, I swear, I don't know what's going on either.
I look at Azir. Azir, your lord.
Are you inciting me?
Yeah, I'm inciting.
No, I want insight.
He has no idea what is going on.
Azir, obviously, your leader, your mantle, if we could say, deals with time. Has he intervened?
Time. He has spoken to me of no such things other than what I said to Gar.
Well, get praying, because something's fucking happening, and I don't like it.
Or
The things-
perhaps the people are more further along with the engine of chaos than we thought.
So much so that it changed. Like, if that's so, on a single point, like the whole entire town, like, is it gone back to a point where it never existed?
Or maybe it's
Yes,
not just
how
the town.
old is the town?
Considering that the second Chaos War destroyed a lot of the towns, cities, and left only like 3 major. It's pretty young. It's about 10 years.
We should definitely head towards Fort Thunder. If it's not there, then, or if it's in a previous state, we'll know what's happening. We need to know if this is a local effect or a global effect.
But the thing is, do you think that we were launched back in time, or do you think that it was launched back in time?
There is no way of telling. There is no way of
Not now.
hypothesizing. Unless Azir pulls out the cat, we have no idea what's going on.
Everything that my friend has told me, he's been honest with. Like, he clearly, that's all that we had to go on so far. Like, why would I keep information when a little girl just got taken away?
Yeah, this isn't cool. This isn't cool anymore.
Motives far precede logic.
I'm only 5 years old, guys. This may be before my time, literally.
Well,
What?
seeing that we are still physically here, I assume it is we that have been thrown back in time. But there is
Are
no
we
way
all
of
young?
knowing.
Do we all look a lot younger?
You guys look the same. But everything around you looks younger.
Fuck it,
What
it
do you
could be
mean?
an illusion. We have no idea what's going on. I think we need to proceed to Fort Thunder before we, well, at least walk through where Restport was towards Fort Thunder.
Since you don't
I agree.
What do you mean you're only 5 years old, Song?
Well, I don't have any memories about my time before 5 years. And Asamar do appear, they are not born necessarily. So, my estimate is that I was created 5 years ago.
You can see Guard's eyes go like real big for a moment as he goes, "My family." If you can see his breathing starting to get real quick all of a sudden, and something just kind of clicks in his head.
Surely Yugar, of all people, should be ready for this sort of chaos. You need to...
I've never been traveled back in time. This is nothing I've ever seen before.
Time
or
is
heard of.
time compared to gods, or prevailed gods, is surely nothing. You have somehow contacted entities far beyond time and space. I don't understand why time is such a hard concept for you to grasp. But either way, we need to move. We need to figure out what's going on.
I agree. We can't just dawdle here.
I agree.
I
shouldn't
vote
be
we go
here.
to Fort Thunder and have a look
We
at its
need-
condition.
We need to go now.
The more time we spend here, possibly the more time that passes. And the right time, and the less we can stop.
Yes.
Hide!
Uh,
Everyone get into cover now.
I
Yeah,
hide behind a tree.
is there a bush? I'll hide in a bush.
As I'm like clenching onto my necklace.
Well, nice
Alright.
knowing you guys.
Go ahead and make your self checks.
Even with disadvantage, I got a 17.
No.
Fine.
Hearing that, like immediately with that, I am going to
Wait, do I
cast a
still have
spell.
wings?
Yeah, you still have one.
Nah, probably
Like-
only a few seconds
like
left.
with that, like Azir's just gonna like clench his staff, think, don't be
I
afraid
get
of
in-
the dark, embrace it, and I'm
I
gonna
fly up
cast,
into one of the trees.
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast pass without trace, and I'm gonna make
Oh.
sure everyone has a +10 to their stealth.
Whoa, 27.
Yay! 14.
19, I'll take that.
Okay.
I need to roll my good old stealth. Mainly because my stealth is shit.
As
Oh, nat 1. So not nat 1, 20. So 29.
as you all hide, being told from Azir to just hide out of nowhere, you hear marching, a series of marching. Something is coming. As the smell of decay and rotten flesh emerges, you can see a horde of undead and marching forward in this black obsidian armor. His eyes radiate with red. His symbol is that of a skull. Radiates this undying darkness that you see. You all shudder as you witness. You guys are in the castle, right? Because that's Uthar Wisteria, the Lich King.
Oh, gosh.
As he
Oh, wow.
is marching his undead army past here. You guys are in the Shadow Wars 40 years ago.
Oh,
No,
boy.
even longer than that, 100.
So just for timeline clarification, this is after the Dawn Wars, right?
So Dawn Wars is far beyond anything.
Okay.
So you have the current age. 20 years ago was the end of the Chaos War. 10 years after is the end of the Shadow Wars. So you're along in the edge of the Shadow Wars. Somewhere during that, which is a 100-year span of this tyrant ruling over all of the world, pretty much. And he just marches his undead army.
I stay very, very, very still.
Yeah,
I don't
Unless-
move or even breathe.
I'm not gonna move at all. The only thing I'm
You
gonna
ain't
do
gotta.
is... No, I'm
As-
just... Well, no, I gave that to you guys as well. As well, like the stat of like +10.
As he moves past with this horde, you can see that these knights, the knights of Kosher, are with him as well. His creation, the Death Knights, as well. And they just march past. And this isn't any normal army. We're talking almost 10,000 undead soldiers just marching. Hours pass until the entire army moves past. So, what do y'all want to do now?
So you say those hours pass by?
Hours pass.
Well, since of that, my spell would be undone by then as well. It only lasts an hour.
I have a feeling, even if they knew we were there, it would not be a trouble for them. unless we attacked them with merely a speck on their side of the road.
Well,
They
let's
probably
not
enjoyed us cowering in fear.
Probably.
let's not make not make a very loud exit.
As I said, we need to get out of here. As
Now.
as the air's like shooken up from seeing the Lich King.
Yeah, Gar's being real quiet, like clearly shaken up right now.
Yeah, well,
Ruben?
let's go.
As far
I
as
try. Actually, since I'm up in a tree, am I
Mhm.
able to see a little bit farther down the path?
They're far gone now. You guys just stayed up there just for an extra hour or two. But what are you looking for?
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
What are you looking for?
Like, how far out are they still going? Like, do I see the end of the army?
Once they reach a certain point in the woods, you don't see them anymore. So they're gone.
Based on my studies and history, can I see what would be the nearest town or establishment during this time?
Oh, sure. Go. You would know that there is no town, at least in the Western Sanctum, that is safe. All the Western Sanctum belongs to who? The Lich King.
I'll just
How-
whisper from the tree, like, guys, about that safe resting place, not gonna happen. This guy
I'm going to
terrorized
whisper
every place
something
here.
to you, Will, real quick.
If the entirety of the Lich King's land is all here, then where can we stay? We need to get back. We need to make sure Captain Gold and Valencia are safe.
You would know two things. There's only really truly safe places. Scarlet and Damascus. However, Scarlet is going to be a couple months travel, probably more, to get to from here. As for Damascus, that's in another continent.
Well,
That's the only two truly safe places.
Time to prepare to live like fugitives, everyone. This isn't gonna be
yes.
easy.
And as for Captain Gold, he doesn't.
Hold on, I'm whispering something to Will.
As for Captain Gold, he doesn't exist yet, so
Time.
Other continent.
I tell the group I might know a group that we could go to.
How
We can
so?
go- If this is the past, I know for a fact my family was fighting against the Lich King. We could go to them.
you mean there are more of your feather? You strike a smack.
They're the only people that I know of we could count on, because they were actively fighting against him.
That
Well, are
doesn't
you
really
even born
sound
yet?
like a safe place.
Exactly.
I wasn't, but my father was.
So what if him seeing you messes up something with the correct timeline?
That's the worry I have.
Exactly. Time is a very complicated thing. Trust me, I know. Being a champion of someone whose whole thing is time.
I think the safest bet for us would be to try to leave as little of an impact back here as we can, and get back as quickly as possible.
Not
I
necessarily.
agree.
We need to do things in the shadows. We don't interact with anyone. But so far, it's probably a best bet if we go to Damascus.
Perhaps aliases.
Pardon?
That's a good
Perhaps
idea.
we could use aliases. You could be Bong. You could be
Really?
Dingvar. I shall be.
Technically,
Hey, I feel like you're calling me stupid.
Fort Thunder still exists here as well.
but it's
Would I
probably
know if the
overrun.
company still
It would
exists?
definitely be overrun. The company was created by Vigar Wisteria, the Thunder King. The Thunder King hasn't made a presence yet in this timeline, or at least from your knowledge.
So we can't rely on the company.
We've got two options. We either sit here like lemons and let this blow over, or we assist in the fight and potentially make this world a better place when we exist.
Well,
is the
we
Lich
already
King-
know that the Chaos War ends.
I'm not talking large scale, I'm talking who gets in power where.
That's a pretty big thing you're asking, but
We are not messing with time.
I do agree.
So what, we just sit here for 50, 60 years and just die out? Great
No,
plan.
Try to
I
find a
would
way to
agree
get back
with
as quickly as
Tom.
possible.
In Damascus, most likely. Would I actually know of stories and songs about time travelers? Since
Time
a shadow
travelers?
is a thing.
You know the story that make a history, actually.
Hmm.
There is a story that talks about Ishodo and Yenbar. You would also know this. That would talk about about Ishodo, how he can travel throughout time, that he exists outside that realm.
I also,
Okie dokie.
if we are going to find
It's a
a
song,
way,
but
if we're going to find a way back into our present time, we're going to have to change something. Something's going to have to change. We're going to find or do something, obviously.
I agree with Bar.
So it's either
so
we sit here and do fuck all, or we do something significant, or we try to make the world a better place. It is entirely a fucked up situation.
I say we just get back to our actual timeline.
In turn, I still vote we should go to Damascus.
Indeed.
And do what? What is at Damascus that could possibly assist us in returning?
I cannot tell you what. I can only tell you that there is, or there might be.
Oh, great.
Let's just say we're not going to be able to go back in time, at least not now. Like, I agree with you, Bar, that we should do something, but then again, it's how we do it.
Well, you're the one with the champion of fucking time, so I shall take your word.
I still suggest my family. I know for a fact we could get safe haven for them, and they are helping. Well, they will eventually be helping the Thunder King defeat the Lich King.
Gar, tell me this. Is this
Yes.
truly something to help with the war dedication? Or is this a personal thing? Did you leave on bad terms?
Gar takes a sigh and
That is what I thought.
if I can prevent my family from dying out, that's what I want. If you want me to be honest.
And what if that somehow affects your existence?
I just want to see my brother again. You can hear him say in very humble tone.
And you could
According to
potentially
Ron-
undo his existence.
According to Ron, wasn't it you that got your family killed? What if this is the moment that got them killed?
You can
That's
see
a very scary thought.
Yeah, you can see Gar's clenching it. As he stays silent. You can actually see tears rolling down his eyes right now. Like he's trying to hold back, but you can see tears are rolling down his eyes as
I also sent you a message.
clenching his fist in anger.
Azir is gonna like just go up to him and he's saying, you know, the first thing I thought when Eshido told me that he was a god of time and destiny I wanted to go back. I wanted to change everything back with my childhood. I wanted to save Vale. I wanted to see Velvet again. As he starts to shake a bit. But what happens in the past happens. We can't let these burdens drag us down. We're clearly here for a reason. And I think, if anything, we should follow Eschado's guidance so far. And try and get to Damascus.
Don't you find that slightly hypocritical? You, not but a day ago, if not less, you told him blindly following his god was a bad idea, but because it's yours, it's fine?
I know.
Well,
Believe.
Azrael is a different sort of god. If he's a god.
I know that's hypocritical of me. I know that is. And whatever deal that Gar made, there is a part of me that knows that he did it for a reason. Wasn't selfish. He clearly hurts and he wants things back in his life, like we all do.
If that is too hypocritical for you, then let me give you a non-hypocritical reason. There is an organization within Damascus that could help us, but they are classified and I cannot tell you any more than that there is possible help.
Do they exist yet?
They have always existed.
Good to know. I vote Damascus.
Same.
Gar remains silent.
Damascus it is.
So,
Indeed.
how are you gonna get there? That's the question now.
Ooh.
As you guys gotta sail to East Roa, a different continent in the world.
Would it be shorter to go through Fort Thunder and sail around, or a different port?
You guys would have to go to east, which is that way. Unless you want to sail the west and go around, but that would take longer. As you would have to go through the Mughal Empire.
Do I know if Castle White and its bridge exist yet?
Castle White, that exists. That, as of right now, exists more as an outpost between the Burnt Mountains and to the other side of Azendar. Currently, as of right now, the 100-mile bridge that safely allows travel through there doesn't exist.
And as far as I'm aware, that huge cavern still exists.
That huge cavern still exists.
Okay. Well,
we either have to buy a boat or build one, and both don't sound like good ideas. Or, third, steal one, which I don't personally like either.
I don't like that idea either, but...
Question. Do any of you know how to sail a boat?
No.
nope.
Nope.
We need a captain.
Well, you're in a predicament, aren't you?
I say we go to Fort Thunder, procure us a boat. It's not all demons in the Lich King's army there, is there?
I mean, it's kind of occupied, but maybe there are survivors.
Or
What if
perhaps
we
it can be...
hitch? That's right, that go.
Or perhaps, like many individuals, ideals and convictions can be loosened with gold.
Or
Of course.
there may be a chance, for whatever reason, that there may be a boat there, and we could hitchhike on it. I know that's a very slim chance, but that could be the safest way, without
I
disrupting
agree.
anything.
Bar will raise one eyebrow towards his ear. Is there something you're hiding?
And I'm going to say in Draconic, do you doubt me, brother?
There is no doubt, but there's no need for secrecy either.
As he kind of like just chuckles a little bit. I've told you everything I know. And when Eshido gives me any more clues or decides to help us, he will help us. And trust me, if I had any other secrets lying here, do you think I not would have wanted to use them to get us back out of here? You think I want to be here? Stuck in this time?
And then another question as well: how are you going to do with and water?
How are we going to do it?
Food and water.
I still have rations.
All right.
Azir,
As do I.
you're a druid. Are you able to create food if we have a really long hike?
I actually can make food for us out of my magic. It won't be very tasty like my previous meals, but it can be something that could sustain us without affecting the nature.
That sounds perfect to me.
Indeed. It might suck, but better than starving.
And
Alright.
of course as well, I can make water as well, so I can fill up our water skins if need be.
I can as well if you need any help in that regard. Just let
Thank
me
you.
know before we go to bed, so that way I can pray for the appropriate spells.
Fort Thunder it is.
And now, as well, because you guys waited a little while, it's almost becoming nighttime.
Looks like we're camping again.
Yep.
Who wants to keep on guard first?
I think I will.
I'll join you.
I'll take second watch then.
Okay.
Let's also make sure we camp somewhat out of the way of any trails, in case more armies march through here.
Guys want to go back to the obelisks?
Yeah, that's a clearing. As far as we know.
It's sort of out of the way, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. I say we go to where the obelisk will be.
Wouldn't it be scary if they're actually already here and they're a product of the Lich King?
That would be very scary.
I don't care.
Let's just get on with this. The more time we waste, the more screwed up things are gonna get.
Very well.
Just keep 'em watch.
Song and I.
Okay. Alright. Take your perceptions.
Boo. Boo.
Alright.
Whenever we start setting up, can I say something really quickly to Song?
Mhm.
It's be like, so Song, since we have a moment here, and potentially everything's going to hell anyway. About the trials. You don't have to undertake them under Serenadil's name if you don't want. I personally trust Zawun and Nishodo. They are all great friends, and as far as I'm concerned, they are all working together to make the world a better place. I just happen to know the most about Serenadil. That's why I suggested him.
Really? Is there a reason why... Shut up, Gar.
As you hear him snore that.
Is there a reason why I should not choose Serenadil? It is the first one that I've heard.
Oh no, there's no reason. I was just letting you know in case you wanted to explore other options. Serenadil is the defender, the protector of justice in the world. Zawun is the light. She helps those that are broken, possibly the most forgiving of the three. And Nishodo, despite his scarred past, has done his best to make sure that such things never happen to those he cares about again. He nearly lost his entire family because of the mad wannabe god Pazriel and the Chaos Queen. So
I do have a
please,
question.
Go for it.
Could any of them possibly be my creator?
I mean, possibly, I don't know. I do know that they each have their own specific creations that they introduced into this world since they do not come from here. But as far as I know, Asimar are not any of theirs. But they could be under that umbrella. They're just not unique to them. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
That's real.
But perhaps I should tell you my dreams. I frequently dream of plucking my lyre and singing, and all around me there's death and destruction.
I thought you were going to say familiar faces.
No. Wow.
All around me are familiar.
Sorry.
God.
God dang it, dude.
I'm sorry. Back to your story.
Does that sound like something one of them would send to an Asama?
DM.
It could be.
Would I know anything about them in particular? Like maybe which one would be interested in that sort of vision?
Religion check.
Alrighty. Come on. Natural 20. Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
That's
You don't-
17 away from a 20.
High roller.
You don't know.
Unfortunately, I cannot say. But it is not beyond them or unusual to them to communicate with those who are receptive. They just typically kind of work in the shadows since they don't want to disrupt this world who believes they're only spirits.
Understandable. Well, thank you very much. I
No
think
problem.
I will go on with Serenadil's trials. Justice sounds a lot better to me. It feels like it's what I should be doing.
I place my arm across my chest and kind of bow towards Song. It is appreciated. I can assure you that you will never be disappointed with Serenadil. At least as long as your heart is pure.
I thank you for your help, Ingvar.
Also, since we're talking about secrets, remember those trials I told you about? One of
Yes.
my trials is to save Gar from the mad wannabe god.
My eyes go big in wonder. I just heard something in my head. My first trial is complete, and to save Gar is my second trial.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense that two people undertaking Serenadil's trials get the same one.
Yes, it does. With both of us, maybe we can get through his thick skull.
Honestly, after seeing the psychopath appear and want to fillet one of our companions, I figured it would snap him out of it, but apparently not.
No, but we'll have to try.
Indeed.
I do think that this environment will be able to help him with his family. As sad as it is, we may be able to use that.
Okay. Second watch. Who's up?
Take watch.
That would be me as well.
Okay.
Is it like completely pitch black at the moment, or?
That's you.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know if the others would have noticed that already, since it's nighttime.
Yeah, I actually use
Who
light
wakes up?
myself.
Who wakes up? Shit, Azir.
I probably would. Just
Yeah.
wake him up. Like, alright, it's time for you to take your watch.
As he wakes up, you can see that his eyes glow a purple eldritch color as they start to glow.
Are you feeling alright, Azir?
Zero's just like touching his face. I could see. I can see. As he starts to tear up.
Azir! Oh my god!
And in this commotion, everyone's awake with this.
You
What
can see
happened?
like a look of almost a mix of like anger and envy in Gar's eyes as he stands up and he says, "I need to talk," and begins to walk out of the forest or out of the camp.
He gave me sight.
You shadow?
Yeah.
Well, I may want to reconsider, but no, I'll still go with Serenity. This is a goddamn miracle.
Thank you.
How does it feel, Azir?
Well, the once I'm not looking out with Zay, then, well, I can see you all, you guys. Wow,
I'm sorry, I'm not as
you're
pretty as you
huge.
expected.
Yes,
I'm sorry, I'm not as pretty as you expected.
Scaly, I'm pretty.
Bah, I'm going to help you. I know everything is unfair right now, and I know you're hurt,
Whoa.
but
Yeah, you do. No, I'm not doing that at him. But as I'm
Okay.
walking out, you do balls of energy shoot at a
Oh.
tree.
bah,
Did we hear that?
Roll your magic table.
Whoa! Oh, okay, it's just
Oh wait,
from
no, that was
1d.
for the elements. No, all right. Here's the 72.
calm down.
God, what on earth is wrong?
Hang on. See what the wild table says. Okay. You're fine, Gar.
I just walk away.
I'm gonna chase after him. It's like, sorry, just hang on, like, before you go to sleep for like 10 more minutes. Let me talk to him. Like, and as I go and reach, I just. As I go to turn my head towards Bar, like, do you want to keep watch?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to sleep. You're making a lot of noise, all of you.
Well, a shadow gave Azir his sight.
So
Yes, that's fantastic. I'll see you in the morning.
we need to go now. After him.
Yes, you're right. I go after Gar with Ingvar.
And I'm gonna sit next to Bar. Like, and I'm just gonna sit down to him, and he's like, I know you don't think of me trustworthy right now, and that I made some deal with him for my sight. And trust me, I didn't, but I'm gonna help you become what you want to be, what you should be, Bar.
Rolls onto his side and looks at him. Can we, like, discuss this in the morning? I'm just...
I know you want to be what you should be. And I say, a dragon.
He'll punch you, and then
Whoa!
Whoa!
he goes,
Like punch.
yeah, as in,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
full fist across his face.
Oh,
Oh,
me a
I better
d20 plus strength.
better grit my teeth.
As he's punched, he goes blind again.
That's it.
My side! No!
That's That's a 16 hit.
Yeah, 16 will hit.
Alright. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage to get punched in the face.
I'll look.
Sorry, how much bludgeoning damage was that?
1
One.
point. Yep.
Daughter!
Sorry, I thought I was sleeping. No, that is...
I'm gonna pick him up. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help everyone. What is your problem?
I thought I was asleep. It's not every day someone gets their vision back. It's quite impressive. But seriously, what is going on? Why Where are the others?
They're going to get... Gar... He's having a rough time right now. I think when he saw that I got my sight back and everything with wanting to see his brother again, anger, jealousy, spite, as I'm like just touching like my eye and also as well my cheek because that fucking hurt. Like,
Could you put me down?
Fine.
I apologize for the hitting, but
Sorry for grabbing you. That was uncalled for.
should we chase after them?
No, let's leave that to Ingvar and Song. We should definitely keep a watch. I mean, you can go back to sleep, but I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
Bah, do you miss home?
I miss a home that I saw in my dreams, not my actual home.
And we go back to everyone else. As you guys are chasing down Gar, Song, and Yanvar.
Gar,
Oh,
get
wait.
back here! What's going on?
Some space, please. I just need some time to breathe.
Why were you destroying an innocent tree?
I said, leave me alone. And as he says that, you actually see his hands start to glow this like purple mist.
Do you really think blowing up in the middle of the forest and attracting attention to ourselves is the best course of action right now?
Let me
Indeed,
ask you something. What is the best course of action? Would it be to build save your family? Would it be to be able to see your brother again? Would it be to possibly prevent them from dying in front of you?
This isn't even the right time to do that.
When is it? Let me ask you something. Why is it that he gets
No.
his eyes back when I've been working my ass off trying to bring my family back?
Because you're worshipping
Because-
someone who only seeks to extort you.
Pazriel doesn't care about you and your family. He cares only about getting what he wants.
You're a
And that's
tool
more
to him.
chaos. Shadow gave him his sight because he knows that he will do good in the world.
Hazriel is my ancestor.
Doesn't make him any better of a person.
Indeed. And not that I can talk as an ASMR, but
If you want someone who really cares about family and knows what it means to lose and regain family, perhaps you should talk to Ishodo, the one who nearly got his entire family killed because of Pazriel and the Chaos Queen.
Please just leave me alone.
I will walk up to Gar and give him a hug.
Gar, you now have a hug.
Yeah, you can see his
One
eyes
big
are
metally
starting to
hug.
tear up.
a song gets into the hug as well.
I'll just kind of pat his back. I'm not going to say everything is okay, but we will be here with you through it. That is what I can promise you.
I promise that as well. We may have disagreements, but you're hurting just as much as everyone else. And it's not fair to ignore you because of that. Let us help you, Gar.
Gar goes silent.
Here, you need some rest. Perhaps you should sit down. I'll just kind of gently rest him against a tree.
Just want to see them again. Just...
I can understand that, but at the same time I must caution you of being careful what you wish for, because you might not like what you get.
Indeed. This is what, 100 years in the past? 80 years? We don't know if is your father alive yet?
He'd be young, but he would be that.
Well, we can't stand around to wait till you can see him as you knew him.
Maybe you're
I'm
right.
sorry about that. I don't think that's why we're here. God damn it, Bar.
Is it bad that I'm actually really right now?
I can't hear you.
Oh, I say, is it sad that I'm actually really tearing up right now?
No.
Oh my god
Matt.
damn it, Shetty.
I was crying during the last campaign whenever
Yeah,
what's
come
his
on.
face was like,
Come on.
your best friend died.
Yeah, your best friend died. Come on now. Welcome to my campaign, man.
Yeah.
Shit gets intense.
Just kind of put my hand on Gar's shoulder and be like, also, what if what you think you are going to see here is not what you expect and it does more damage than good? Would you rather remember your family as they were, or potentially do something that makes it even worse, or ruins the ideal of them that you've built in your head and heart?
I don't know much about family because I've never had one besides Brian. But I don't think you should see them just yet. Perhaps you'll have another chance, but I don't think that's why we're here.
Maybe you're right. God damn it. You see him begin to use shocking grasp against the tree. Like you can just see he's really need to let out the energy as he
Need
what
to
am
let
I
it out.
supposed to do?
We get back to our time.
In times of great chaos, sometimes the greatest thing you can do is simply stand still and observe the world around you. When everything is changing and falling apart, it is the person who stands still and watches that comes out the other side.
As far as I'm concerned, until we get some order from one of our patrons, hopefully Serenadil or a Shadow, we try to get back to our time. Perhaps then we'll find some clue as to what's going on. Perhaps we can find little Valencia again.
She's not alive yet.
I know. But
Also, Gar, just one more thing. Whatever Pazriel may have made you do, whatever you think you may have done that is terrible, or however you view yourself, Zawan will forgive you, and she loves you.
R stands up and looks you face to face. Just gives you a nod. And starts walking back.
Potential crisis averted.
indeed, I think that went rather well. But I don't think I wanted to do that just for Serenadil's task. I wanted to do that for Gar as well.
Well, it's part of the true test. Only those who only seek to do good for the benefit of something are not truly good people.
Really?
There's nothing good that can come of his relationship with Pazriel.
Really? You see, Song tear up a little bit. So, what you're saying is, even if I didn't have the trial, I would have done what was right. Thank you.
Exactly.
Well, let's get back and get some rest. We'll all need it in the morning.
And as you all rest and begin your next day, that is where we're going to end today's session.
Ooh, that ending.
This marks the first arc of the story. The Shadow Wars.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
That's a pretty
boy.
strong name to put an arc.
That means we're gonna be here for a long time, boys. Get ready to battle a Lich King.
Oh yeah. You
Are
all
we gonna
earn
be sent to the Shadow Realm?
500 XP for this.
Level up.
So that would be.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're level 4 now.
Yeah.
Woo!
Welcome to possibly the scariest thing you'll ever experience.
Oh no! Don't say that.
This wasn't a good time in history. This is marked down as the worst thing that happened. So that
Hooray
and
for us!
the Second Chaos War. So you're in it.
I'm just. God, why did the ending of that have to be like Feel City for everyone? Everyone had to have a moment there.
Yeah. Welcome.
Well, Gar was fine until that realization. Until that realization came in, and then he was like, "Oh fuck." That's when it kind of hit him.
Like I could see like how angry you could be after like just seeing me. He's like, "Oh hey, look, I've got sight."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be
boy.
at 2927 out of 6500, right?
Yeah. As you guys are now level 4.
Sorry, how much was that?
Speaking
29?
of which,
2927.
Okay, thank you.
Yangvar,
Yes,
are you
sir.
taking your 3rd level in Paladin?
Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow, next session will be. You will give me your oaths
All right.
of what path you want to go down.
All right.
By the way, Will, did my spork have any properties to it?
For now, it's just a spork.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you say fork or spork?
Spork.
Of course it is.
It's a spork given. Guess what? You want me to say it, or do you want?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. It's his hexblade weapon.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
Wait, he isn't a sorcerer?
He multi-classed.
He is.
Oh, wow.
So that was his.
Is it just me and Bart the only ones that are going straight so far? Like just
Yeah, you're the only two who are going
Well,
straight.
You don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
you
is
don't
know.
metagame.
Maybe I'm all-
This is
maybe I'm all
metagame
paladin.
knowledge. The
Maybe
deal.
my first level
the
feat was
deal
magic
I
initiate
made
or something.
with.
No. You don't talk about the deal.
All right.
So,
that's
by the
different.
way, do we go ahead and reset our sheets to a long rest or the
Yeah,
next session?
you guys are going on a long rest, and you guys are going to Fort Thunder. Oh boy.
Okay, I actually get a few things to level 4 as well. I actually get increased my wild shape, and also as well.
Trying to figure out how do
So
I
what
set
you guys are going to be
my-
looking for is a boat and possibly a captain of some kind.
Oh, here we go. Multi-class. Here we go.
Let's see what else can I do. I can
Okay,
increase my...
multi-class warlock?
Yeah, I
Is
already got
really
it. I already
weird.
got it. I already got it. Fear me and my mighty spork.
Gar's mighty
God
sword. Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Fear the spork.
He wanted to be a hexblade too fast. I was like, okay. What's a very fast thing to do? Oh, this is it.
You know, if
I-
it weren't
I-
for that last scene, I probably would have killed you.
Me?
Probably! Like, someone wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, I
But he
thought you
won't
was gonna
defend
do that.
you.
I thought you were gonna do that chaos bolt right at me. It's like,
No. He chaos bolted a tree.
quick, use those eyes you just got to dodge.
Man.
Here, catch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when you guys were brought to Bazar, I was like, well, here we are. Guys
Okay.
get to see the giver of gifts.
And that's when everyone's
I loved your rendition of him because he was actually pissing me off. He's like, oh my god,
Oh yeah, he's
Azar.
great. I love him.
Oh,
He's
he
such
he was a fun asshole.
you were such a dickhead. And I love that you just every time I tried to be like do something to him, he was a dick, and he just was like one upping me every time.
I have not rolled average yet.
The problem
That is
is
why I
you
just take
kept
after.
giving him fire. you just kept giving him fuel. And he was like, okay, I'll take that.
That was terrifying. He was like, I'm just gonna cut out your innards. It's like,
Oh,
Alright,
what my
Pete.
the out of nowhere lovely festival colorful blood-soaked sweater made out of your own innards. Perfect for a party. You'd be the envy of disemboweled bodies everywhere.
That's partially why Guard took you guys there, because you made a similar threat to me.
I'm actually having a hard time to put a way to put these ability scores in.
Oh,
You have
right.
to change your actual ability scores. So like,
Yeah.
if you're increasing wisdom by 2, you just change it to like 18 or whatever.
Because
Or
I
you
know,
take-
I know it's like you can't do it over 20. I know that's a thing.
Yeah.
Correct. Oh, you mean
Only
you don't
time
know
you
where
can
to
do it
put
over
them.
20 is if you have a magical item slot read.
Okay.
Or
so-
alternatively, if you don't have any good stats to boost, you could take a feat.
Yeah.
My recommendation, if you want it, boost your con and your wisdom by 1.
I actually was going to do my constitution anyway on there because I was like, I need a little boost on my health on there, and I was deciding whether or not intelligence or wisdom.
You want to do wisdom.
Hmm.
Because wisdom's your main spellcasting thing. So you
Okay.
want that as high as possible.
Okay, and then
And
just-
apparently, if you have them in odd numbers and you do 1 in each, you can get your modifier up for both.
no, I
Yeah.
just did that now, and I got the +1
Yeah,
to
yeah, you see.
constitution.
There's a much. So now you add
For
a plus 1 to each level for your con. So did you already add in your?
I already had a 18. I hadn't added my other health in yet, so
So that would be. You would be at 27 HP right now.
oh fuck yeah, it's way better than what I used to have. Is that including the level up? You're rolling the dice as well.
Unless you take the average. That's the average.
Oh, that's the average is 27.
Yeah, you're getting the average, which
You
you're
know
taking.
I
Unless
got
you wanna
lucky
roll.
last. I got lucky last time with getting the. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be ballsy. I'm gonna do
It's a D8.
D8. Oh, this is gonna fucking suck.
Oh my god.
4.
So it's a 26.
26. God damn it! I lost 1.
It's only 1 less than average.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Will, did you keep the rule where Warlocks start with 2 spells?
The spell slot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta remind me
So
what it
start
was
with
again.
2 instead of 1.
Let me look that up again.
That gives me
After-
a good excuse to see what beasts I can turn into now, because I know I think I can do a.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Because you're level 4.
Peeps, Nate needs to eat and go to sleep, so I'll see y'all later.
See you later.
Really loved Shetty's and Panda's acting. That was awesome.
Thank you. I didn't want to. I felt like I was going to try hard though, so it's
Nah,
like.
I said it was good.
I actually started to cry, like in real life, man. Like that. I started feeling
You did really
bad.
good. And you're the newbie too, so
Yeah.
props to that.
I want to get into it. I don't want to go. Oh, Azir just goes cool. Here's a
Get
Oh man! Oh my!
Get 2
eyes,
spell
they
slots,
are healed.
if I'm correct.
Huzzah.
Alright,
Yeah.
later peeps. Good
Later.
night.
Good night. No, you get 1 spell slot to start.
All right.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Like oh, we get 1 cantrip as well.
1 extra cantrip.
Let's see. So
Oh,
3
nice.
cantrips, 4 first spells, and 3 seconds. Ooh, I'm about to have some fun.
So I start
Remember-
with 3 cantrips instead of 1?
You should be 2 for warlock, so I'm correct.
Yeah.
So, for this, you all will know that your guys you're in a dangerous time. So, be ready for anything.
Considering that you like sent like the entire army straight at us at the start.
I don't know. Yeah, welcome. The Lich King does not play around. He is no joke. He
I
is
was
not a
ready.
laugh that matter.
I was expecting someone to get a nat 1 and like grab his attention. Please don't miss
If you didn't give the or who did the peasant a trace,
that
it
was
wasn't
me.
for that he probably would have, because one of us got what?
Or
4,
what if he
I
did
got
notice you and
9.
didn't care?
Either way, that's something I don't want to find out.
I'll give you public knowledge of him. The Lich King is
Uh.
not funny, and don't even try to make light of him. He embodies absolute evil. He doesn't give long monologues about how he's going to rule, or waste time by sending out evil henchmen. That would normally fail. When he wants something destroyed, he just raises his legion of undead knights and marches in, obliterating everything in his path.
It's what? Oh god, he sounds like that cool ass dude from Witcher 3, from the Wild Hunt, who's just like, I'm just going to do this. I don't care about speeches. Just
No, he just does it.
raise it to the ground.
Yeah, he just does it.
Although that would have been a bit immersion breaking if like he turns out he's like fucking Skeletor from He-Man. Just-
No, he embodies no emotions.
He does that stupid thing from He-Man where like he goes through the mirror and punches it and just leaves. Out of this shit.
Damn
Like-
you, Thunder King!
Like, historically, dealing with the Lich King is serious and was dangerous. It requires stealth and strategy. A lot of it. You can't simply walk into some place with him there.